Hello. I talked to you yesterday. No teasing. This is a tease-free zone. Did you not read the rules that I'm about to rewrite? Hello, Brownie. Michael's here. He's just doing some dinner and some other things. How does everybody do? Hope you're having a good Tuesday. My brain keeps thinking it's Monday. It's probably the better direction to go. I'd rather think it's earlier in the week than think it's later, but these like if I put a micro and a USB-C cable like right in the front of my desk so that I can have easy access to them, but it's like a clean desk and I don't know what to do with like cables that are just floating around. I think I've seen it before that you can get like USB cables and stuff that are like rolled up and you can pull them out as long as you need and like lock it. I feel like this won't last very long, but I'm kind of tempted to look into it still. Getting like a tiny little box that has a rolled up USB-C and USB micro that I can just like zip back into would be awesome. Doing all right. You re-downloaded Roblox. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, I just started playing. I started playing, I think, Terra Memoria. It was no, it's like a older style JRPG type game that's got that 2.5D style that I really like. It is interesting so far. I haven't found they didn't do much for establishing shots, which they would have had at the beginning, because it's really hard in a game if you can't really imagine where you are. But still, the art is really nice and the writing seems goofy. Now, like Roblox and the Fortnite and all those big, massive, huge multiplayer type games don't interest me in the slightest. I like some of the, some of them aren't really indie. I like to when they were doing the triple I thing where they were like trying to promote indies a bit more, of where it's those indies that have kind of gotten big but aren't mega size, like Larian that made Baldur's Gate is technically still an indie, kind of. I mean, they're huge now, but they kind of are. But then you have like Ghost Ship and Coffee Stain and stuff where they're basically still indie mindset as a big company. Those are about the biggest I'll go. Some of my favorites are like the guy that made Balatro, or Balatro, whatever you say, the card game. It's just one guy that thought it was going to be a failure, and he's going to go back to working in IT, and then sells millions of copies, and now can have it as his dream job. I like seeing stuff like that. People with a passion that just want to pursue a passion, and are just like giving people cool things while getting cool things in return. That's the companies I like support, and I think they have the best creativity out there. I've been enjoying Helldivers 2. Yeah, I'm glad things went the way they did. They just had an update today, and I'm wondering, oh, it is balancing. I thought it was to make sure that the PlayStation thing doesn't go through, but yeah, Helldivers 2, they're also a game company that seems to just care. Especially with that PlayStation thing happening, where they were basically the victim in it too, because they didn't want to have it really either. So, yeah, even Helldivers is still an indie to me. Paid for by Sony, so you know, who knows how deep that goes. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. I didn't even look at what music to play. Let's do. I like the classical. I'm gonna do classical again. There we go. Anyways, hello. Yeah, I've been doing like the games I've been kind of jumping around with are these ones are just tiny games. So I thought it's basically if I want to like watch a YouTube video and play a game at the same time. Balatron's been the one. I've been doing Stardew Valley a bit because Silver gifted it to me, and that's been a fun little side thing. Terra Memoria is the one I started recently, but that was just yesterday. I just finished Chorus. Chorus was a fun space shooter, but it got repetitive kind of quick. I think that if you like space shooters, it's really fun because it's basically Jedis and if you were always just in your spaceship, but don't do the side missions. Just kind of burn the main campaign. The main campaign and the story are really cool, but all the side missions just end up being this copy paste of the same thing. They tried to make an MMO-esque of like actually adding random encounter type stuff, but they all end up being samey. So yeah, just if you burn through the main one. Final Fantasy fan, is that what you're going with, Kite? I don't know. There's like Final Fight and a whole bunch of other FFs. Yeah, if you are I'd want to verify, because is Five Nights at Freddy's considered FF? I'm gonna guess not, because that'd be weird. But if any of it or is of Final Fantasy, yeah. In terms of recommendations, I know I can't remember the one now, but I know if you haven't tried it, Chained Echoes is really good. It's not too expensive, and I loved that game a ton. The combat was really unique. The story was actually very good. I love that game. I think I put like 100. Oh, I only put 64 hours in. Oh, I thought I put more in then. I got 100% though, didn't I? Yeah, I got all the achievements in there too. FNAF, that's what I thought it was, FNAF. You never know, some people, I'm not hip with the times. There's that other one that came out pretty recently too. I don't know, I'm not remembering that one. that had really, really cool 2D art style. But if you like Final Fantasy, especially the old type ones, I definitely recommend Chained Echoes. It's really, really good. Anyway, not sure if my PC will run it. I usually play on my PlayStation or Switch. Oh, like Chained Echo. In terms of Chained Echoes, that game's all 2D. That you could run that on a potato. I bet you if I looked at the I love how I put Chained Echoes. The game that's called Chained Echoes is number 3 on the search list. That to me starts really feeling like paid prioritization, which I don't like. No, I bet you what was the recommendation in this game? A Radeon R9 200. I don't even know what that is. It's so tiny. Yeah, 780 is recommended. So it's what, a graphics card from 10 years ago? I could run that on my tablet, and that has no graphics card. Run on a potato? Well, potatoes don't have processing power, but just saying, you don't need much. Lattice Tech-Tips put a computer in a potato. I think it was like a Raspberry Pi or something. All right. Where are we at on this? I think we had Rainbow eating Cheez-Its. So if we don't have her with a TV, we could give her a tablet, but I feel like if I give her a tablet, because it could just be right in front of her, that's going to be in front of the Cheez-It brand. And I mean, it's non-sponsor, but like, it's kind of the whole point of it is that it's Cheez-It Dash. Anyway, I wouldn't recommend eating Cheez-Its anyway. They're not that good. I mean, if there was a bag in front of me, I probably would eat them. All right, so she's eaten that. Oh yeah, we were doing, I know what we were doing last. We were doing the keyframes for her, like, getting a new bag of Cheez-Its. No. I did realize that this puts her poof outside the bag again, but I think that's pretty easy to manage. Gotta cheese it, boys. It doesn't look like she's like looking in the bag. It looks like she's huffing it. She probably should have her eyes shut, but I think I'm going to deal with the eye stuff afterwards. All right, so let's do the timing on this. I think I basically got it to where I wanted it. This is where I hide my drugs in the Cheez-It bag. That doesn't sound child friendly. And Thunderling is the guitar and the speaker stand. So I'll put those together. And the couch, that's separate. These. Okay, we'll put this under. Oh, come on, rename. Actors. I actually learned today, like, I forgot what they call it, but it's the, like, the Mandela effect, or it's people collectively thinking they remember something. But that isn't real. Like the whole bit of it being Cheez-Its, but it's not. It's Cheez-It. Like, but everybody thinks the bags say Cheez-Its, They never said Cheez-Its. They always just say Cheez-It. Like, that actually broke my brain. Even after working on this, I thought the bag said Cheez-Its. I can understand why they wouldn't want to. I don't know if I'd want Cheez-It kind of molds together. If you put the S at the end, it makes it sound like you're saying zits. I don't know why that pulls out more. Lynellen. Actually, I do like this. Like, she's like eats. Oh no, she's eating so fast. Oh no, she's consuming. I'll play that again when Michael gets here. He just wants to see the chew. No, I never hear it the same way. Cheez-Its. I mean, yeah, you move the hyphen. You move the hyphen one over, and now you got Cheez-Its. Delicious. Okay. So I need to get the timing down on this. So she's going to look in the bag, but not, this isn't look in the bag. She's eating from the bag. So it should be pretty quick. A little bit more on that. That and I have fond memories of CNC. I think let's I think the last set of games I remember playing on my PC recently was the CNC games because I picked up the collection. Oh, I think Nolan was doing that too. I kind of am tempted because some of the first PC games on Windows I played some before Windows, but on Windows was like Command & Conquer and Warcraft, the original of those two. Okay, so I'm making this go quick, but timing wise, it's not going to work so well, but this is a very large distance to go, and I'm a little concerned. Come on. There we go. Okay, it should be fine. I was a little concerned that some of the bones might go more than... Oh, maybe, actually. Yeah, I'm going to probably run into an issue where when I round these... Oh, there's not. Okay, it's going correct. Okay, that might work. If you round something that you bend more than a certain point, it will, because when you round it, all it's doing is saying bring together, but it's not going to know if bring together is one way around or the other, so it's always going to take the shortest path. If you try to make a rotation that goes past a certain point, it will not do the longer rotation. It will instead take the shorter route and go backwards. I was a little concerned that was a little backwards, but I think it just looks that way because of how far I bent the whole arm. How are the How are the remasters, the Command and Conquerors? Are they remasters where they reimagined, or remasters in that they just cleaned up the graphics but otherwise kept it basically untouched? Like where any of the original jank is kind of there. How am I? What's going on? Oh, okay. How was I using? Yeah, you shouldn't exist. Okay. You need a chair. Highly recommend the remaster. Very faithfully remastered. You can actually hit a button to switch back and forth in the graphics. Oh, okay, yeah, then those are pretty good. Like the original Halo, I loved that you could do that. Or not, playing the original Halos in the remastered on the Master Chief Collection. That was awesome. I loved being able to do that, especially when a good remaster should make the game look like what your mind's eye of today thought it looked like back then. So if you can look at it, like you had that with Diablo 2, right?
Diablo 2, yeah.
Yeah, where do you agree that a remaster should have that aspect?
It should have at least that. I'd say Black Mesa actually, like, this is certainly better than I remembered Half-Life 1.
But they did have to rebuild it all.
They rebuilt it from
But
scratch.
where I like the ones where it feels like they took the original engine, everything, and they just are better utilizing current hardware. So like, I feel like Diablo 2 is that probably that way. Halo is that way, where being able to swap back and forth means it's just the same game. Almost, it's basically the exact same game, but now with updated assets that run better on the hardware.
Yeah.
I like that. That's way better.
I feel like Diablo 2 had, or the Diablo 2 remake had to have been on a different engine, because when I went back and, oh, I guess maybe not. I don't know. Because you are able to switch back and forth between the two. Hello, Flitter. What's up?
Michael.
Oh, she eats her Cheez-Its.
She's nomming.
No, see, Flitter, she's eating Cheez-Its. Cheez-Its. That's how we're doing. We're losing our minds.
She's eating the Cheez-Its.
Oh, the Cheez-Its. She does have a very cute chew. We can't see
She's
it.
not chewing. She's just consuming.
She's going to explode.
Look how big dirt.
Oh, big dirt.
She could poof though.
Is she going to poof? No, she didn't poof.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I fixed that part.
Yeah, you fixed
Okay.
poof. Inhaling.
Actually, so when I wasn't streaming Sunday, I did go through and got most of OBS set up for all the new bit stuff. It actually took a lot of time. It took me a couple hours. I think the only thing I don't have it set up with is it doesn't work with how is it? It doesn't work yet with having text to speech, which I'm unsure if I'm going to get that figured in decent time. Cheers in the water.
So I did buy my ticket for Winnie City.
Okay.
And it does say Evil Mike.
Okay.
So I am locked into this joke.
They just announced today that they made sponsorships 15% off.
Yeah, the ones that are left. Which
Yeah.
I think it's only the super expensive ones. So
I thought they always sell out of all those.
I don't know. I'd have to look again. But here's the thing. I thought about doing a sponsorship, but the thing that always drew me towards sponsorships was plushes, and they don't have any plushes.
I like all the other merch stuff too, though.
The glasses, I like the glasses, I guess, but I can go to the con store to get that. Like they were all...
Yeah, that's what I've been doing now. Is it if you buy the sponsorship, if it's the price that it used to be, and I don't know if that's went up, it is cheaper. But if you don't want all of it, it tends to not really be a
Yeah, they're out of the plushies. They have lots of glassware. They're replacing plushies with, like, I think the lowest tier sponsored gets a ticket to the Gala Con thing.
Do you want to grab the one from last year up there?
The Fizzy Glitch?
Yeah. I mean, there's the other ones too, but the Fizzy's the newest one. I liked her when she was in her like vacuum seal.
Yes, you flat phone.
She was super flat. Yes, and I didn't say high flyer. High flyer. Yes, this was the one from last year, that from Cider Fest. It's fizzy. It's the camera. Num. I think price wise they were like 60.
They were pretty cheap,
60 or 70, which for this size, and I will say they're built pretty nice. Yeah. And this is definitely a plush that I'm not worried about like throwing around or breaking. It's pretty chunk. Like, look at her head. It's as big as Michael's. Look at that. It's the same size.
No, I was happy when that came out because when they announced Fizzy Glitch as a con mascot, very cool. Oh. See, I have to rescue this plushie now.
It's a fun one. I wasn't a big fan of Fizzy at first because she didn't really fit the theme of everything. When she came up, it fit the theme of being online. But I think they made it work. They've definitely made it work.
As well, I can never prove it, and he's probably completely forgotten. I feel slightly responsible for her. Because I was asking for suggestions, and I suggested a Kieran in a conversation. And look, now there's a Kieran.
Well, yeah, I don't. It's one of the few that I don't think any con has used.
Yeah, that was the point I brought up in their conversation, is that nobody was using Kierans and that they were essentially just force ponies.
Yeah.
So they're super cute. I heard some nonsense about a yak, but that was a terrible idea. So yak, I don't think as a mascot maybe work as well, but I think from a theme perspective, it would have worked well. Of like the Cider Fest, whatever, but I think originally Cider Fest didn't really have themes. Like the first many years, it was just Cider Fest, and they kind of went with that Oktoberfest type of look, and that's kind of what the whole name implies. And so the mascots did that, but now they're being themed. You can't just keep all your theme character. You can't just say, oh, they're going to maintain Lederhosen. Yeah,
or something.
I mean, they kind of have that theme for Cider Fest, but she came along for the online cons during COVID.
Yeah, so
kind of made sense. Fizzy Glitch.
She came up, more for like Pony Fest.
Yeah,
when Pony Fest was helping out.
Father, help! When you dropped her, she was like, "Father, help me." These are your children. Confirmed. You should be nice to them. Stop abusing them, throwing them on the floor. I was really surprised no cons had been using a Kieran, because they're adorable. Because they're just ponies. I think the whole thing is that they're half pony, half dragon. So Spike has a chance.
You have a people.
Yes. I'll put her back on the shelf.
Are you going to put the pony away? I mean, you do like putting ponies on shelves. No, that doesn't really work.
I want to drink booze. I don't hold the pony, and I don't. It's sad if she's on the floor. You put it on the headset. I don't need it right now.
Yeah, we're not doing anything audio.
That's a just in case.
Oh, okay.
Because I knew there was a possibility. That's right. Half unicorn. Or.
She's angry. Going, bad cheese it. Bad. But I want to eat the Cheez-Its.
They're all the same flavor Cheez-Its. Does Cheez-Its have multiple flavors, or is Cheez-Its just Cheez-It? I don't know that there's any.
So here's a question, Michael. Is there an S on the back at the end of the name of the bag?
No, there's not there should be. Everyone
brought this up before too.
It's Cheez-It.
It's Cheez-It, but everybody says
because you don't eat a single Cheez-It, you eat Cheez-Its. Anybody who eats a single Cheez-It is a monster, and they're disguising themselves as human. Pony, I guess. Nobody eats one Cheez-It. You eat a handful of Cheez-Its. So you're eating Cheez-Its. Like that's like saying eating a grape instead of eating grapes. But Cheez-Its definitely ends with a Z. Even
is it the same reason why we don't wear pant?
Yeah, well, we are wearing pant. This is a pant leg. We have two of them, so they're pants.
So it's a pant leg, but why didn't they just call it pant?
Because there's two of them.
But I mean, why do we call them a pant leg?
That is a pant leg. That's what it is.
But why it's a pant leg? But why don't we call them pants leg or a pant
because
pant
it
leg?
Is a single pant.
So why does the plural go to pant, not legs?
No, two pant is
two
pants.
pants. So that is a pant.
One leg is a pant. Yes.
Nobody has ever used that term.
That's where it comes from. I'm aware of this.
So do they?
That's why it's a pair of pants.
Do they just create?
Because there's two.
Do they create tons and tons of pants or of pant, many pant, and then they sew them all together?
Yes. That's how pants are made.
So each pant is identical?
If you want both sides to match.
Well, no, because how does the middle connect?
They're sewn.
Because then you have to have the left pant and the right pant, and we're getting into Kit Kat territory.
No, that's why it's a pair.
Or no, Twix.
That's why you're wearing a shirt, but you're wearing a pair of pants because there's two of them.
The whole pant? No.
It's a pair.
Nobody says. Well,
but that's what it is. That's why it's a pair.
Okay. Well, what if you're well endowed?
Then you need a third pant.
Third pant.
I require a third pant, please. Thank you.
Bring me my third pant. That sounds like a really cheesy porno. Like the third pant.
The pantaloon.
We're going to Stupid Face 5. Okay.
Howdy there.
Hello, cowboy.
Margo Lauren. That is pants knowledge.
Okay, so
I like this. Already. She got a cool outfit. I like that. It's cute. Oh, she's so happy. It's her birthday. I think Discord is no, what is rainbow under the table? Oh.
you remember that?
Yes, I do. There's so much good stuff in this one. I'm just swatting away the derpies. That derpy looks sad. And Spike doesn't look like he's in pain enough.
It's like, hold on, where's? Oh, what's going on here?
What's going on with Rainbow and Derpy there?
There's a lot going. Oh, why is there? Oh yeah, he was being attacked by the Derpies. I remember that. Okay, I had that. What does Kite want? Kite, do you have any recommendations for what we're doing? It's your horse.
Provide horse.
Horse.
Provide humor.
Humor.
Humor. It's humor.
Merge. It's Homer.
It's Homer.
It's Homer merge.
I'm feeling Homer merge.
Derpy.
Derpy. That's only half of your requests. I think you need a second horse if you're gonna have Derpy. Somebody has to pick something besides just Derpy. And then they should probably like hug and stuff.
No, what's Derpy doing?
What's the Derpy doing?
Torture.
No.
That's what they want.
That's not a thing.
No, it is. It's a capital T.
So you basically just said, bring in Derpy and then hurt her. So that I can watch Michael.
It's super easy. See what I want. Where's my button?
Rude. Very rude. She's just getting the kinks out. Yeah. See, everyone does it.
Derpy's not very flexible. See, she's like...
That's just me some mornings. like slowly die. okay, that was a little aggressive.
Makes me want to pop my. All right, we got Derpy Torture. Hold on.
Getting better about not wrenching my neck. Because there was, I think last week I was in a bad spot for a while.
For wrenching your neck too hard?
Mm-hmm.
I said one
I was in
day,
so much pain.
one day I'm waiting for you to just go too far for that the magic pop to where basically you like within like an hour or so you basically go paraplegic.
No, that's a weird thing to wait for.
No, it's like it's like there's a snap, but then it's a release of fluid and it takes time, but by the time it's all done you basically can't then you're full neck broken. But it's like or I think it can kill you, one of the two. And if you go to the right angle, you can cut off your blood.
Well, that I
Don't do that.
I can happen. The whole circulation thing. But at the same time,
search
it can
torture. Oh
improve
wow, there's like
circulation. No,
oh, wow.
I don't like that. That looks upsetting.
Sadly there's no animations for it.
Flutter, tell him to stop.
Ooh, look at that one.
No. Why? What is all this stuff?
I don't know. It's from Fallout.
It makes sense. Oh, it's a messed up game.
Oh, there's a bag for her head. Oh, we can make it so
Well,
she's.
I don't like that there's head bags.
Oh,
This is an electric chair.
portable.
See, Flutter said be nice. See, she seems.
I'm doing what people
No,
want.
people want you to be nice to Derpy. How about you give her tea and muffins? As people as Flutter.
Yeah, I've not done that in a while. Yeah, I do like seeing Derpy Torture every once in a while.
Yeah, muffins.
I have an idea.
There you go. Just every day is just me every day asking for super faces. I'm like, what do you want, Michael? Give Derpy a muffin. It's like, what do you want today? Give her a muffin. It's a Pepto for all the muffins.
No, it's a menthol. Every time I put in the word table, it goes to tablet for menthol. I don't know. It's weird.
Party time mental. I've been reading that book again. It's quite good, and I forgot how much I forgot about what's in that book. I'm at the point. Spoilers for anyone who hasn't read Fall to Equestria. I'm back to the point where she's going into Philadelphia.
Born and raised.
On the playground is where she spent most of her days.
Wow, this top is so exactly the same that it just almost looks like it's just.
I thought it was like
From the distance, like about, yeah, here it's a little bit better. But, okay, so there's Muffin.
I think that's the stool that Rainbow Rock's on. Rainbow Rocks. Oh no. That's decorations.
Oh, this from Airtime Pay.
Oh, you got those assets?
I bet it came with the pack with other stuff.
I'm sure they'll have more once the new game comes out. It's about the only thing Pilot Pony I'm currently looking forward to, kinda. I want to get back into G5, but the thing with the mom kind of irritates me. I don't know if I said that.
That is really, really
It's
stupid.
just bad writing.
Oh, I forgot my mom exists. Oh no.
Yeah. Like, made a big deal about her dad throughout the movie, throughout the series.
If she came in and there was something about her like disappearing or whatever, fine. Her always having been there,
they just didn't bring her up.
is no.
Yeah.
No.
It's dumb.
Kids are not that stupid.
I don't think. I don't know. Maybe they're just fighting for the Cocoa Melon crowd at this point.
Ugh.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just because it messed with my headcanon where her mom was like a unicorn or a Pegasus and she took off because she didn't think that she would be able to if you think G5 post the movie and the races did not mingle. So her dropping Sunny off with her father and saying we can't be a family nobody would ever accept us and taking off made sense. It would have been an amazing story to tell, but just having her pop up out of nowhere, like she was always there and they just didn't
it's
talk
the
about
have
it.
like she was always there part that's goofy.
The other part that gets me is like in the flashback scenes, she already has the rainbow streak in her hair, and the mom has a similar rainbow streak to match. It's not exactly the same, but yes, but they would have had pictures around. Even if she was very small when she died, there would have been pictures. There would have been some mention. There would have been, she wouldn't just be looking at her father's portrait on the wall. Her mom's would be there too. The mom died when she was small. It's too small to remember, I guess. And then, but there would have been something.
If she died when she was too young, that meant that she died when there was like a positive bit about her. So then there should have been pictures or memories or reminiscence from when, because it wouldn't have had been long afterwards, or something that affected her growing up. It just seemed, no matter what the reason is, coming out of nowhere just doesn't make sense.
You can't bring up the dad as much as they brought up the dad without bringing up, like, in my mind, something had to have happened which made Sunny's mom be completely out of her life, not only to the point where she wasn't there when she was growing up, but that she didn't want Sunny to know about her. Otherwise, it's just weird. And the one thing that made sense to me was that she was a unicorn or a Pegasus. It seems like the easiest story to tell, and a good one at that. But it's not what happened. My theory is that after the Make Your Mark series ended, because the Tell Your Tale series is kind of following along with Make Your Mark, when Make Your Mark ended, they no longer had to follow along with the main series, so they could start writing whatever they wanted. Unfortunately, the writers had never seen the show, so they just started writing whatever. I don't know.
I'm looking for something specific, but it was in one of the Sombra sets. And I was hoping that I would find it in a folder, but it's not. Hoping when I found this that I'd find it, but I do not.
It feels like a lot of people work on the show. I think the big thing for G4 is the people who worked on the show were fans of the show they were working on. Pretty sure, at least as far as Tell Your Tale is concerned, it's just a paycheck. There's nobody there who really has any passion for what they're working on. Which is unfortunate, because I'm sure it wouldn't be that hard to find some people who were passionate about the
well, before it was people just there with a paycheck, but then they saw a community grow around it and become interested in it, and I think that gave them a passion. Where now we're past that point, so anybody coming in, they're just at the paycheck approach, but there's nothing there to help grow that passion.
But here was the thing though, in season 1 of My Little Pony G4, the reason they have this scene with Derpy unloading the truck, where everything falls on Twilight's head, season 1, was because after only a few episodes, somebody wrote a fan fiction where Derpy was a male mare, which is where that whole thing comes from. And in that and somebody from the show read that fan fiction and immediately put Derpy in the show, and in a season 1 episode with her working for a delivery company. So it was pretty quick to where people working on the show became fans of a lot of the work that the community was doing. For Lauren Faust, it was kind of her first project where she wasn't working for somebody else. So she had a lot of reason to be passionate about it. And she brought in a lot of good people. I think if they had kept certain people around, G5 would have been amazing, but they didn't. So, it's what it is. Maybe if they just say Tell Your Tale isn't canon, because I thought Make Your Mark was okay. I thought it had its moments. Watched Chicken Run 2 last night. Something curious. Young secondary character named Molly and become friends with another chicken named Fizzy. And their characters look like chicken versions of Sunny and Izzy. Oh, that's fun.
But Chicken Run 2 came out well before, didn't it?
I have no idea.
I thought Chicken Run 2 is pretty old.
And the first one is, I don't know about. I've seen the first one. I've never seen 2.
I didn't even know there was a second.
What makes me a little bit upset about Make Your Mark is I could see they were telling pieces of a larger story that they were going to tell later. Like I think with what was her name? It was like Elder Flower or something, or like the town elder for the unicorns. Was like basically they were telling this whole backstory where each generation in their past, like her ancestors transferred their memories into their children. Elder Flower, yeah. And it went all the way back to Moon Dancer. So she was like the great granddaughter of Moon Dancer, and she held some of Moon Dancer's memories, as jumbled as they were. And she started talking about the lore of Twilight working with Luster Dawn to push back Opaline. You kind of had to read between the lines because her brain was so frazzled, but that's the story she was telling. And then they actually had Izzy drop something about a purple moon, like every so many moons the moon would turn purple. So they were leading up to something, but then they were told the studio's selling, wrap it up. So I don't think we got the story we were supposed to get from Make Your Mark, unfortunately. Yeah, indeed. These have just been my observations of the show because they were definitely leading into something bigger. We were robbed. Probably a little bit. My hope was that Tell Your Tale would pick up the story, and I actually got kind of excited when they did a 30-minute episode. But it seems like now at this point that that's not going to happen. Like the writers are currently writing for the show. I know, what are you doing? I wasn't paying attention. You're rubbing off her muffin. This is her muffin.
No, she can't have the muffin.
Oh, no, she can. She can break the rules.
No. This says
get that muffin.
She says no.
This is cruel and unusual. That is torture. She wants that muffin. She's so hungry. It was a bear trap. No bear trap. It's also sad. Making Derby's sad. You should not congratulate him. You're looking for a do not touch sign, aren't you?
Kind of.
One. Just a big stop sign. No. I'd like to know, part of me still holds out hope that Tell Your Tale will just be considered non-canon, much in the same way Pony Life was. And because Pinkie Pie does not have a brother, I don't care what Pony Life said. She had a brother in Pony Life.
What?
Yeah.
Why was he not brought up?
He wasn't Pony Life, but I don't consider Pony Life canon. And I'm kind of at the point with Tell Your Tales. I put it in the same boat.
But if Tell Your Tale's not canon, then Make Your Mark is gone. Then there's nothing.
I could go back and finish watching Pony Life. I never watched season 2.
We have it.
I know. I still say the G5 is a pocket dimension inside the treehouse of friendship. Well, it did not fail friendship.
I think that the whole Pony Life is just meant to be fun.
Yeah.
And in that case, I think it does a pretty decent job.
It is silly fun. I enjoyed it for what it was. I think I would just, when it comes to G5 just had so much potential. You say you're just, oh no, 9 bits.
I remember this. This was a bad fanfic one.
I felt like G4 got to tell the story it wanted to tell. G5 did not. And that makes me sad. And I did actually like the whole premise that after Twilight's friends were gone, she failed ultimately without her friends to help her at running Equestria. I thought it made for an interesting story. Most of the story from what I garner was in the comic books. And they did a really good job writing some of those comics. If they had just taken that and animated it, that would have made a much better series. Especially the Discord one. That was pure gold. No, like with her friends alive, she was able to keep things under control. She, if the comics are to be followed, like the unicorn, the Earth Pony, and the Pegasus gems from the movie were created by the main 6 from G4 to kind of put a tap on pony magic. If you can't get along, then you won't get to have your magic. It was an ultimatum that none of them liked, but it was the only thing they could do. Because things got apparently really bad. Like, mass deaths bad. The Discord one made me cry my eyes out. It was so good. IDW is still writing really great stuff. I wish the people who work at Hasbro realized that to the point where they just started let them write for the series. They did bring in Tony Fleece to help with the Make Your Mark series, which is kind of weird because he's an artist, he's not a writer. But
yeah, he's been enough in there, and I think that their idea is like most popular, famous saying just or actors is throw big names at things and people know the names, so whatever.
Big names within the community. But he was familiar with that sandwich. That sandwich so good.
Silver.
Thank you, Silver.
36 months. 3 years.
It's 3 years.
You hit it. Thank you very much.
I did like that Tony Fleece was brought in only because I felt the series really needed more people who were intimately familiar with the lore of My Little Pony, and he is. And I think that's a lot. They just need to let the writers at 40E write for the show at this point. If they're not gonna bother to afford, well, they need to bring
maybe they asked and they said we want more money because your success is gonna ride on our success, and they're like, no, and then they're like, well, not too bad.
They did bring GM Burrows back towards the end, but it was too little too late, I think. They sold the studio anyways, so it's a moot. It's not like they can turn it around very easily at this point. There's no studio left. Tell Your Tales animated by Little Critters in Malaysia as a third-party studio. Then again, DHX was a third-party studio too, so who knows? They went through a lot of trouble to get Boulder so that they could own their own animation studio just to sell it. Like, before they even really did anything with it. Like, I mean, they did some stuff with it, but they sold it pretty quick. I guess that's kind of like what they did with the Hub. The Hub, lasted 4 years? No muffins for Derby. She's gonna use that sign to like reach across the rope to get the muffin, right? No, eat muffins. She should use that sign to get the muffin.
No.
Have her pull the sign up and scoop up the muffin. More signs. Let's see. No more muffins. This is evil. You're committing evil.
I mean, I was gonna like physically hurt her, and then you're like, no.
This is emotional.
I know that's why it's better, because it's still kind of cute, right?
It's kind of cool, but it's sad. Cute.
See, that's okay.
It's sad cuteness.
Stop.
Emotional damage. Why is she not allowed to have the muffin?
Emotional damage.
Do not enter. No, she doesn't understand why she can't have the muffin.
Oh. Very cool.
Trespassing.
I'm trespassing. Deadly force.
No. That is a little extreme over a muffin.
They're so close though. Jeez. It's like,
No, muffin. So far. It's so close, but so far. Little, so cute. Like a puppy dog with their nose on the glass. No. Go stick her tongue out. Don't reach that muffin. Just a little bit of muffin. She'll share it, she promises. You leave half the muffin. It's evil. She missed breakfast this morning. Little lamb.
oh, I thought that was weird. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I did not have the right bones.
Hello, my name is Derpy Hooves. It's been 25 minutes since I last ate a muffin. Please, would you help? Poor Derpy. She wants that muffin.
Michael, I can't
You blame me.
I can't get your muffin.
What kind of muffin?
I just
Don't you need to use the bathroom?
I wanted to be on fire. Why did you take my muffin?
No one wants to be on fire. Just so sad. No. She's so sad. You can make tears and sore she would right now. I'm a bad person. I didn't do this. If he leaves for the bathroom, I'll give her that.
Why do I have to go to the
Go
bathroom?
to the bathroom.
Michael.
Just go to the bathroom. You can't do this to me. This is torture.
Michael, it's just right there. All you have to say is give Argo $10,000.
I'm trying to give you half.
And then he might give it to me.
Wow. I only said maybe. No. I like Derpy, and he's being mean to Derpy.
Michael, I'm getting tired, Michael. I've been sitting here for 12 days.
Do you need coffee? Lots of coffee?
Michael.
Like a ridiculous amount of coffee.
Michael, this is about the muffin.
I know, I'm trying to make him drink coffee, so I'll go to the bathroom. Doesn't need to be, think of waterfalls. Think of faucets left running. I think your car caught fire. When
I kind of tried.
You might want to go out there and check that it's not on fire right now. But it's on fire. Could be on fire. It's hooked up to the wall right now. One way to know. You gotta go to the bathroom.
You got no eat muffins. Well, Michael, there's look.
Mm-hmm.
What happens if she goes in?
Nobody's watching.
Nobody's watching.
No, look around. Nobody's watching. Yeah, oh, that's fact. That's not a real camera. It's not hooked up to anything. It's fine. Like once, it's just right on the muffin.
It's gonna make sure.
Nobody takes the muffin.
It's signature.
Very intense. You should know what takes that muffin.
Okay, yes, it's good. It's laser focused. It won't see anybody coming.
No, but it will know if the muffin's not there.
But it's like who are you?
Get away from this muffin.
That's why we're going. It's security.
So your ghost fact is here's my piece of advice regarding ghosts. Don't drape white sheets over like furniture and stuff. It might keep the dust off, it might keep them nice and clean, but it confuses ghosts and they think that that's their like ex-dead lovers and stuff, and you do not want to deal with that. That's like a thing, and then you end up having to it's a mess. Just trust me. Don't do it. Just get some tarps or something. It's less confusing for the ghosts. And that is your ghost fact, or rather your ghost advice. Don't want ghost mess. Ghost mess everywhere. Oh, she's so sleepy. She just wants that muffin. It's such a good looking muffin. Getting closer. You can almost reach it.
No, that's as close as she can get. Because she already tried.
And she can grab the stool. She's close enough to grab the stool. She can drag it.
This is actually kind of perfect music for this.
Get that muffin.
No, this is the stream now.
It's fine. You'll have to use the bathroom eventually. Michael in charge. Wow.
No, this is
not like this.
No, I can't accept this. This is no. This is definitely not.
No, this is Michael in charge.
Well, okay, I will close it.
No, keep it open.
No, this has got to be closed.
No, you gotta open it.
I always give you a new file.
What's his file name? Stupid Face 5? Okay.
No, it's Stupid Face 5.
You can leave it on this one. It's fine.
Forced bathroom break. Okay. All right. Well,
I'm not happy about this either.
See, I like that we solved the problem of by doing this. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna actually use the restroom, then I'll be back for the water. I will. Okay, there you go. Have fun.
Big Dark. Derpy's in charge of our derps and our derps. Okay. So go to here. And then she's all let's see how we're gonna do this. It's up. Table muffin. He's already got the table attached to the muffin. So from here we can attach it to Derpy. Oh, nope. Okay, no, okay. And Derpy's hoof. Where's Derpy's hoof? Body, pony, leg. Do it to the front left leg. And okay, so this should do this. And she just kind of, oh no, wait. Go back. Right here. And we'll grab Derpy. Oh, no. Yeah, went too far back. Did that. Grab Derpy. And then she's just... So she's just...
I don't know. It looks like she's still having problems. No, no,
she's getting the muffin.
No, bad Derpy.
And then brings the muffin to right there. And then she's just...
but she's being watched. She's breaking the rules, Michael.
She's no.
Did you know that
new Michael rules?
Michael, that muffin is poison. That's why they have it up.
No, it's not.
I know. How do you know? I made the muffin.
I'm in charge now.
You can't change the rules of things.
You're changing the rules, and you're not even in
entropy.
charge.
You can't unpoison the muffin.
She takes anti muffin poisons. She's built
anti-muffin? That means she can't eat muffins. You just killed her.
No, we're
Anyways,
okay.
Cheers gnawing on the height, right? Cheers gnawing again.
Need a happy Derpy. Here.
Cheers 3. Hello, Skeldashy. Cheers on again.
That is hide the pain, Harry. That's fine. And then
hide the pain, Harold,
whatever.
Cheers on again.
Then here,
was she like dragging that back while swinging her hooves around?
Yeah, she's got magic.
She was going, ooh.
She's using her spells.
And she's running.
Let's see. She's gonna do this. Unlock the muffin.
Derpy is Banksy. I think you put Alt F4 and SFM to select the muffin.
She's just like muffin. And then
it would be funny to if there was a keyboard shortcut that would allow you to reprogram a keyboard shortcut. I could do that. Have like if I hit like Alt F5 or something that it would reprogram R to be Alt F4. I have a program on the computer that it saves video profiles. Actually a pretty cool program. So if you have like I have a computer or a monitor in another room that's connected to the same computer, but it's really annoying if I wanted to swap video between the two because I'd have to go into the settings, whatever. There's a very simple program that allows you to keyboard shortcut. So it'll copy paste all the settings you currently have. And when you hit it, it'll just paste them essentially. And so I have one set up for the other screen, whatever. So I think it's like if I hit Control F11, it will swap all the settings to be at the TV outside in the other room. And if I hit Control F9, it brings it back to be in here. So it's super handy. It actually saves me probably 3 to 5 minutes on just swapping, which is quite a bit of time for a little thing that is. Oh, what is she doing?
She's doing stuff.
She's gonna drop it on the floor. Physics, Michael.
No, she's holding it with her hoof.
No, she's not.
No,
She's not even touching her hoof.
It is touching her hoof. Look, it's on her hoof.
Michael,
it's enough.
Michael, you're the one that was like, they need to hold it in their mouths, not their hoof.
She's working on it. You know what? You're right. I'll fix it.
She put it back after she defies physics. He's like, you know what? I agree. So Control Z and Control R. Is it Control R? What is Control R in SFM? I don't think it is anything. Control Z is for sure.
Derpy's in charge of our days. Well, no, that's just her leg. Why you grabbed just her leg?
You know what? You're actually doing a better job of torturing her. You bent her hooves backwards. You took her leg out of its socket. She has the look on her face of pain.
That's joy.
Why haven't you fixed that? She's been sad this whole time. She's like, oh God, Michael's doing something. I might get my muffin, but I'll be forever scarred.
How dare you? Saying wrong, hurtful things. What just happened? The program's crashing. Oh no! Oh no! What happened to her leg?
Oh, you see, you're torturing her literally more than I was. Mine was emotional torture. You're over here cracking limbs. I thought there was a... I probably can't set it up now. I thought there was a Stream Deck mobile.
Hard work here.
I'm gonna look for it. Because if there is, I might be able to make it so I can mess with him.
No.
While he's doing stuff. I don't think I can set it up now. Stream Deck Mobile.
Oofta.
Oh wow, it's rated a whole 2 out of 5.
Over in Europe, that's amazing. Whereas you guys are looking at my amazing animation skills. You wouldn't believe it, but I'm much better than I used to be. I'm figuring this out. I'm making animations just like the pros. I think I'm actually better than the pros. I don't know what happens to Roof there.
I think you might have to pay for use, which would be really... Yeah. What? If you want to use Stream Deck Mobile, it's a subscription service.
So, you can't mess with me. But I heard.
What? I can buy a product, but I can't use the app unless you charge monthly. But is it connecting to your servers? That's ridiculous. I can understand if it's like if it was a web service, but it doesn't need to be because I have a physical thing here. Well, uninstall you. God, the amount of everybody just wants recurring money from you for literally nothing.
Yeah.
It's just...
It has gotten a little more than a little silly, really.
It's gotten beyond crazy with that. And they're like, well, see, but we're giving you constant updates. You did before. What's different now? Oh, because things got more expensive and you need to please your shareholders. So let's jack the price up.
I'm doing good stuff. I'm doing a good work here. It's top notch, top quality.
I think she knows it's going to kill her. But you're just forcing her to do it anyway.
It's not gonna kill her.
Are you sure?
It's a delicious muffin.
Yeah, it can be deliciously deadly.
And she gonna, like, where is it? Where's her head?
Is this how you eat dinner?
Mm-hmm.
Is she aggressive with the muffin?
She's being very aggressive.
She's like her.
Where's Muffin? Where's Muffin?
At least I get like didn't take it from her. What kind of physics is this?
Good ones. You don't know.
She threw it exactly straight up.
Yes. So. Okay. I'm animating good horse. Yeah, no, it was better than you.
Wow, you could join the G5 team.
Yeah. You think so? You think I'm that bad, huh? You think I'm bad enough to join G5? No, they got better Maker Mark eventually. What? What do you want now?
The quote.
We should all get together and take a shower. That is a plan.
I actually remember that moment when we did that. Is when I learned that you could throw water balloons and stuff to get water out here. Hey, Derpy.
Hey, Derpy, you should get the big cookie.
Nice.
There it is.
Michael is trying to give Derpy the muffin that I was keeping guarded away. Nolan put in a Michael take over to... Oh, no, Silver put in a Michael take over to ensure that it happened.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Nolan wants a stupid face. You gotta stop what you're doing.
I am doing a stupid face.
No, remember? This
is adequately
no,
stupid.
you've said before that you gotta do the thing.
No, you gotta... Yeah, but I'm already doing a stupid face.
No, you're not. I was doing the stupid face.
Maybe I can do a stupid face after I finish my stupid face.
I finished the stupid face.
I'm doing a stupid face.
No, you gotta... This is how that works. You gotta be distracted and do the other thing.
No, I'm distracting you. I'm busy.
Nolan, I think he just said, screw your stupid face.
How do I grab the jaw?
That's what gets you to jail. Place Derpy with a pony that deserves a muffin. What he's saying is Derpy doesn't deserve a muffin.
No, you're evil. I have to finish animating.
That was a stupid face. He wants you to replace Derpy.
Where is... Hold on.
You could put in... Like Rainbow Dash. Rainbow Dash deserves a muffin.
No, she doesn't. She's a bad horse.
Wait, you said a mare is a bad horse.
No.
Can somebody quote that? Rainbow Dash is a bad horse?
How do you make her mouth bigger?
Again, reasons Michael went to jail.
Big lower face. Oh, jaw open. Oh, that doesn't do it. Wait. I think her tongue fell out. That's okay.
It's only one of the many limbs that you removed from her body. I was that he said that. I was just repeating.
Mm-hmm. Muffin. Muffin.
Which is the code? The mic. I think it's 369. She looks good. She's choking Michael.
It's fine.
Oh yeah, there's a good quote. Michael's favorite quote. Look at your quote.
Oh, stands are cute. No, I don't like that quote. That's a bad quote.
No, it's a good quote. Why does the original Calamity have such wide hips?
He does,
Michael.
That's a legitimate question.
I heard you moaning. Yeah, that's
He did. There, you were working on a Fallout thing, and Calamity had one of the two models you had. He had enormously wide hips.
He had birthing hips.
He did.
That's a quote that does.
So we can
fit
watch
through.
this. So she's sad, but then she's like, "Ooh, muffin!
Oh,
I'll
no.
get this muffin."
No, we're not in the 600s yet. I don't think. Anyway.
She gets all those like, "Oh, this is a delicious muffin," and then she's like, "Whoosh, let go."
Why is it? Wait, dude, that went right through her.
I don't know what you're talking about.
She like poops it.
The muffin takes.
Wait. What is that?
I'm not sure what happened there.
Wait, what is going on? Michael, what did that be? What the hell?
The muffin is having some issues.
Why
fine.
does? What did you, Michael? You stretched her tongue like a Looney Tunes character.
Is that what happened?
I'm thinking so.
Is that her tongue? Fix your tongue. Yeah, I think I fixed it. How do I make this scene longer?
What?
How do I make this scene longer? It cuts off there. I think I have to go to this.
Yes. Kind of. Wait, why do you need more? You had 30 seconds.
Perfect. And then she
Why does she have a beard?
I have a beard.
She has a neck beard. Oh, what did you do?
Muffin fell out.
Fell out of her mouth? Out of her neck?
And back up.
You're gonna hit every quote button. There's a list out there. There's an export that you can dig through. It doesn't have the last like 80 or 90 maybe. And a lot of those ones I believe were recovered, so I don't even know if the date and stuff is correct.
And then that's right now. It's a muffin. So grab a muffin. Bite the muffin. Hey, toss the muffin.
No, that one in her cheek. What was that thing I
nothing.
saw?
You didn't see nothing. And then she's
She just sits there for a while?
no.
You needed to extend the time for this?
Yeah, it's very
I don't see any.
important. Additional animation is required. Just see. Definitely got the muffin. And head down and over. Then she's just like, these are kind of broken. Okay.
You have broke Derpy more in this than I have.
No.
Why is she still sad?
She's happy. That's the look of happiness.
Happiness. If I were to put that look on her, you'd be like, no.
Because you do it for evil.
So it's okay to make the mayor cry if it's for good reason.
I'm gonna fix it. Right. She eats a muffin.
But why is she still sad? You can make her happy this whole time.
I'm making her happy now. It needs to be known that you were making her sad. So she was sad at the beginning, and now she's gonna be happy. And then she needs more happiness.
She doesn't look any happier.
No, I'm working on it.
Is she on drugs?
I'm working on happy.
That poison kicked in.
There's no poison. Where is it? Where's her? It's her eyes that are making her look sad. I need to fix them. Where'd you mess them up at? There. Now she should be happy. She's not happy.
She's something.
Okay, well.
Why is her eye still sad?
I'm trying to figure out where the slider is.
Because you're selecting your entire model.
That's happy.
No.
You did it.
No.
That's happy.
Like, if I were to do that face with a horse, you'd be like, okay.
Look, she's happy now. Just don't appreciate how happy
I think
she
she
is.
needs her antacids. Speaking of Michael's in charge, it is a Michael's in charge.
She's happy.
About 20 minutes in.
And then with this leg, she like goes this way, and then this way, and then
Your puppeteering method is hilarious.
this is perfect. And then this way. Ooh.
This is because you can see the jank along the way. Of like when the muffin goes up and you can see it like stutter around.
And then she's like, I'm working on
The
it.
is still broken.
I'm working on it. You need a minute. And then she's just like,
Oh, wait, Michael, you broke it the other way.
it's fine. Then she's all like, pat her belly because she's got a muffin in there.
Or is it because she's choking and nobody's there to do the Heimlich?
No. She's a happy horse.
You know what? This looks like something else.
No. It's happy horse time, and then she's happy. So there it is. There's the animation. Let's watch it together, guys. About the happy horse. We're gonna call this animation Happy Horse.
Okay.
And she's like, no, I got muffin. But then she uses her magical derpy powers to pull the muffin.
That's what she's doing the whole
Yeah,
time.
and then she's to grab the muffin.
Carefully.
Very carefully. Whoosh. Oh, it's slow motion because it's epic. And then she eats the muffin. It didn't just definitely ate the muffin. And she's just like pat and good muffin. And then she's happy.
It's like watching a claw machine of a horse adjust into position.
And then Derpy like opens her wings somehow.
Your animations are the equivalent of an 8-year-old writing a paper with one period.
How dare you make fun of my
and then Derby gets the muffin, and then she goes and does this, and then
I don't know. Where's that fire? You know what? This worked.
the fire one I use a particle. So
And then she's gonna fly away, but I don't know how to open up her wings.
oh, I know which one you were looking for.
Yeah, this will work. So she's
So what was in this muffin?
she's gonna fly away and back a bit and so yeah, so we'll just watch that. She pats her belly, pat. And then she's like, and away.
She's just staring into the ether as a blank face.
And she's happy.
No, she's just up there forever, on fire,
And she
on her eternal fire throne. But you still have to also give this. You have to give the muffin to a horse that's more deserving.
oh.
Did you save it?
No. Do
I
you
would save it.
Save?
Mm-hmm. That is how you save it. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. A horse that is more deserving than Derpy?
Michelle, don't understand what happened.
She the muffin.
Both of us on this end are also failing to understand what happened. Wait, why Dinky?
Because
She's more deserving.
well, Derpy sure thinks so. Okay.
So it's high derpy, and then play from the beginning. You have to finish the whole thing, though.
See, all grew up. You just want a muffin.
She looks anorexic.
She hasn't had muffins. She's using her magical dinky powers. She actually has a horn.
Oh, look at her. What is that?
It's a hole.
No, her butt.
That is. So we don't worry about that.
Wait.
She's like, yay. Pat. It's got that good muffin.
Petting her bones because there's nothing else.
It's muffins away she goes. All right. Was Dinky?
When you loaded that, I saw that it was one of the Philly models, and then you locked a Philly model onto an adult model, and you just stretch it. I'm like, oh no. At least it did inverse things. I thought it was gonna inverse.
What else we got?
Well, Dinky got the genes for her father's butt. Well, who's the father?
Of Dinky?
Yeah.
I don't know. Never
Do
came
we
up.
know the father? Is there a father? Was it
That's a cute poem.
Michael?
What?
Name mare not cute.
Oh, that's a cute Nurse Redheart.
See, they're all cute. You can't say that
Are
one's
good at your
cute.
pay, yay, Michael stream.
Thank you, Nolan. Yay, Michael stream.
Yay, Michael stream.
Yesterday.
What's that bug pony name?
Chrysalis? No.
Chris.
No.
No.
How
do you spell Chrysalis?
No.
Just tell me.
No. There you go.
I think I spelled
No,
Chrysalis.
don't help him. No, it's too late. You're probably already gonna do it. No. No. No, it's cheating.
Thank you, Nolan.
No.
It's not a very good Vienna Chrysalis. There we go. Okay.
She was looking at you, like loading her up, being like, "Oh God damn it!"
That's fine.
no.
She wants that muffin.
No, what did you do?
You gonna get that muffin?
What did you do? She's so broken. She's not even looking at. She's eating herself.
She's eating muffin. She got the muffin. It's like woof. He's like, yay, pat. That in the way on our muffin journey. Okay,
no, she's going to the hospital.
Okay,
you broke every bone.
What is the new models called?
Revamped.
Okay, we gotta pick one of these revamped ones.
Yeah, because that would actually work.
Zip. No, Zip is weird.
Yeah, you can't use the official G5 because they're not revamped. So it looks okay.
He's missing his helmet. Missing her helmet. Nerdy Rainbow Dash? Sure.
I didn't do nothing.
Use your brain powers. You broke it. Where's Source Filmmaker? Just go easy. Where's software? Source Filmmaker. There it is. Doing it.
No, don't do that. Some people get really bothered by that.
Yes. Wait. Gotta do Rainbow Dash. Loading. I keep loading.
Yeah, I don't think I reloaded between the files, so. You have 1 minute.
Okay, where's Rainbow Dash?
What Doctor Who's?
No.
Do you know alphabetical order? Where R goes?
Yes. No, cancel.
Get it?
Yeah.
Where does R go?
Right here. There it is, Rainbow Dash. Rainbow Dash.
I'm just saying 1 minute because I see 39 on the timer and I was giving them till 40.
Okay. Oh, Rainbow Dash wants that muffin. See, you can't get the muffin now. It's Rainbow Dash.
You didn't, you zeroed everything, so all of her facial stuff is still not going to work.
Wait, why?
Because you have to copy paste.
Copy paste what?
Copy paste from Derpy. So select Derpy, select that. If zeroing means all of her facial flexes aren't locked, they're just, yeah, now paste.
Paste samples. Perfect.
Okay, when she's not locked, copy paste.
She looks so sad.
What did you do to her?
She's a Picasso. Fat. She's. Oh, God. Again. What did you do? What did you do to
Rainbow? Look at her. She's so sad.
She's not sad. She's eating a muffin.
I'm full.
Okay.
Time to go to
I guess
space.
this is yours again now. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna pass out.
Hunger.
She hungers.
Brother, I didn't require muffins.
This part is like your one big Cyclops eye. So the moral of the lesson is, don't keep Derpy from her muffin. Sweet Virgin Eyes. No, don't do it to Derpy. She's like hoovering it up.
No. Get there for you. No.
The fire left.
Okay, I'm gonna keep the Derpy the same, but okay.
It will come for you. Rainbow got so sad.
Okay. It will come for you. She ascends from her flaming heaven.
It's true that I've become the better animator.
No.
It smells you.
You know that whole thing of like, if you put a monkey in a room for an infinite period of time, they'll eventually write the works of Shakespeare? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's you.
Right.
You disproving that that's a possibility.
Oh boy.
Come on. There we go.
This princess smells.
Okay, back to Cheese It Dash.
Cheese it, dash, cheese in it, yeah.
All right, so she's eating. Yeah, I was retiming this. Rainbow dish.
Rainbow dish.
Well, the Starlight's just going at it back there. What have you done?
I've done nothing. I pressed the cancel button.
Yeah, it shouldn't have that many on there. If it has disconnection to workshop or something.
You don't want to hit OK on that one. That's for sure.
Yeah, that would be bad. That is kind of back there. It's just from this angle, it looks like her arm is bent more than it actually kind of is. But, okay. I think I'm just going to blend it as it is and then just make it work. Though... Oh, she does have to have her hoof actually down here. At this point, so I'll have to have this transition from this. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. I gotta make sure the bag goes with.
Right, I was supposed to get you the texture, wasn't I?
The what texture?
The UV format.
Oh, yeah.
So you could give her Cheeto hooves.
Forgetting things.
Getting old. It's like, why doesn't she have Cheeto nose and Cheeto hooves? I will do that before the next stream.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Because Wednesday you're not available, and Thursday I might stream.
Wednesday I am available for all evening. Declan has to go to sleep at like he stays up, to his credit, till 3 a.m. to play on Wednesdays. He doesn't have a job to get to, but still, he is tired.
When I was laid off years ago, I stayed up pretty late for a little while, but after a while, it was like, this is not a habit I want to get into. And so I kept like forcing myself to go to bed at a decent hour.
When I was working, there was only a brief period in my life where I didn't have a job and didn't go to work after the age of 17. But during that time, I watched the sun rise many times.
When I used to work like a second shift job, that sometimes I wouldn't get off until like whatever time in the morning, I would stay up super late all the time because when I didn't have work days, I really wasn't tired at 2 in.the.morning because I'm always used to staying up past 2 in.the.morning. So yeah, I'd always be up well past everybody else, but that was just the nature of my job.
Well, I was playing an MMO, so it was just kind of like one more thing, and then the next thing you know, it's the sun's up. Also, at the time, I was living in that house with the underground one, so I didn't have windows. So I knew the sun came up when I went to look at the clock. I'm like, oh, it's like 9 now. AM. Oops.
So this bag is going to get locked to her hoof. Which bone is animated? This one? And there's other bits. It's the... Oh, no, that's not position. Oh, no, that one is, though. Oh, that's the foldability of it, not the position. Okay, we're good. Wait, or did I? No, just that bits. Oh, yeah, because it doesn't actually lift up. Okay, perfect. So I will lock her bone to... No, I'll lock the root. No. No, I'll lock the root is fine. Trying to think ahead of what might be a problem if I do that. Okay. I did that because I want to potentially, when she's lifting it here, need to have her probably kind of like lag behind a little bit with it.
It was a nice day.
It was really nice out.
You spend any of it outside?
Just a little bit of the morning, but other than that, I was at the office.
I keep going outside to look at that 3 Seasons room that I've patched.
To the screen that's now exactly the way it was before.
Which is perfect. Yeah. Use some paint. But other than that, it's great. I like eating food and stuff. Makes me happy. Not as much as her sticking her face in that Cheez-It bag, but like some more Cheez-Its in there. Some Cheez-Its. I like Cheez-Its more than most snack chips, I guess. There's a big derp. I see the big derp. Look.
Sometimes I don't know. Like you get distracted.
I'm finishing one thought before going to the next. Trying to. It's a struggle. No, I'd put Cheez-Its. I would eat Cheez-Its. I don't like Doritos. I used to like Funyuns, but I don't anymore.
I don't. Cheez-Its and Doritos are kind of a different snack to me.
One's a snack cracker, one's a chip. They're pretty different. They're both cheese based.
Yeah, I would consider them pretty different.
I don't like Doritos, which I think would upset some people to find out, but I think they're messy. They're nasty. They don't taste good. Then again, I'm one of those weird people who buy like the baked Lays instead of the standard ones, so just baked is better. It is. That's why I got it with the meetup. I got baked ones. And people eat them pretty good, I thought. Any snack food that I can eat and not have to wash my hands immediately after is it's a thumbs up in my book.
Just from here to here.
I kind of want her to chew on the bag. Anybody that strikes me as a pony who would turn the bag inside out so that she could lick the cheese dust off the inside of the bag. That would be really hard to animate.
She can't afford Cheez-Its on her budget.
Yeah.
So she stole all these.
She robbed a
from a dumpster.
Oh. Behind the Cheez-Its factory.
They're significantly past expiration. Like, she thought they're the jalapeno ones.
Yeah.
But it's not. They're just mold.
They have jalapeno Cheez-Its?
Yeah, I believe they have. Oh, no. I believe it's Tabasco Cheez-Its.
Yeah, same thing. Better, actually. I like Tabasco sauce. Ooh, hot and spicy.
Yeah, hot and spicy Tabasco. Yeah, I remember seeing those. Those ones are better, but
they do have a bunch of Cheez-It flavors. Look at that. I thought they were just Cheez-Its.
There's extra cheesy. Pepper Jack, probably not going to be that good. White cheddar could be okay. Ultra toasty? No. Like, I've done the thing before where you buy a bag of chips that is mostly the dark chips because there's a different flavor to them that's really fun. But if you get nothing but a bag of those, the dark brown overbaked chips, you burn out on it in like 4 chips. It's just too much. If you were to take a standard bag of chips, mix that in with it to make a 50-50, probably fine then. But I feel like those other ones are good because of everything mixed in. An extra burned Cheez-It?
Probably
no. If you mix it with other Cheez-Its and then kind of get one or the other,
better with pretzels.
And this is kind of okay, this is an Amazon box, but this is kind of lying because it's like saying, look at all these flavors, but really every one of them is doubled up.
Yeah.
So
there's only so many, but yeah, that's more than I thought. I
used to get hot and spicy Cheez-Its sometimes.
I do remember eating the white cheddar ones, recollecting now. And I'm recollecting the consumption of white cheddar Cheez-Its.
Do you have snack mix?
That's going to be pretzels and stuff.
Yeah, but that seems like, no.
Chex cereal is the best cereal. But I remember the white cheddar ones were not good. I did not like them. What's your least favorite snack food?
Least favorite?
Yeah. What's the one that's like super popular on shelves, but you don't want to eat it? Ever.
That's hard to say because I have I don't like cucumbers, so I wouldn't want to eat cucumbers.
It's not a snack.
You're talking like bagged thing.
Bagged
half the stuff I haven't really had ever.
Yeah, but then that's not going to be on the list. What is the one snack food that you've had before, and if somebody pulls it out, you're like, ugh. Because for me, it's Funyuns.
I'm not a big fan of Funyuns. But I don't know many people up here that buy Funyuns. I don't think they're like that popular.
Too greasy.
I think they're just for what flavor they are, there's air.
Bugles are too salty.
Yeah. A little bit, but I'm still okay with them because I'm a fan of salt. Can't think of a snack though that would always pass on.
Black licorice. You can't stand.
But that's candy.
Yeah,
that's getting a little different. I think you'd mean like chips. And
yeah,
stuff like
I was, but I was thinking of the one thing I know.
I used to not like kettle chips at all. But as I've gotten older, I've gotten to like it a lot more.
It's more grease than even standard chips.
I know what it is. Kettle corn.
Kettle corn?
I don't like sugared popcorn.
Isn't that what kettle chips are? Sugar chips?
No, kettle chips are just, they're usually a lot crispier type of thing.
I thought that was because of sugar.
No, at least not the ones I ever really had. Or anything about like, I don't like a potato with a sweet or a popcorn, but sweetened popcorn, no.
Caramelized popcorn.
Caramel popcorn is candy.
Yes.
That's different. But where it's like a regular popcorn that just has a sugar glaze on it.
Well, that's what about caramel popcorn? Because that's just sugar.
But that's all. But when the caramel takes up more than half of what it is, it's not popcorn with a sweetened flavoring. It's caramel with a center of a popcorn. Yeah, essentially. But yeah, I'm not a fan of like kettle corn in that regard.
So you don't like the in between caramel corn and popcorn.
I like salty and I like sweet. But I don't like to mix the two unless it's like certain chocolates. Like a salty chocolate is okay, but any of the other ones
you ever dip your French fries in the Wendy's shake?
Yeah, some of those are okay, but yeah, the other ones.
That's a good salty sweet combination. Rainbow Dash just with Cheez-Its. Her nose inside the bag is the cutest thing. Incoming. Oh no. We're role playing a little bit in the server.
I think Jelly's dead.
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
Sometimes it just happens.
Yeah. Look, I had an ant die.
Oh no, that gets weird.
Yesterday. That was sad. She was, but yeah, I already told you. Wasn't close family. I'm only mildly torn up about it.
Oh, there's a little bit of a clipping thing on her hoof. Yeah. You know what? I can probably make that work though.
It's a bag. They kind of shift.
I'm thinking I still want to have this be up a bit more. Yeah, like that. Because now it actually, because before it didn't have the angle that anything that would come at the bottom of the bag would come down. And this should be at the angle where it looks like it's kind of fall down.
How many calories are in that bag? Read it.
No, the back of the bag on this one is the Doritos.
Oh.
So it's not.
So it'd be an in.
Yeah, I mean, you can read it. But
18 carbs.
No, but this is not 42 servings.
There's a Dorito on the back of that Jesus bag.
Yeah, there is. But you never really look at the back. Well, this one, yes, but
it's fine.
It's fine.
If somebody points out, we can just go.
What Cheez-Its is made up of ground up Doritos.
Yeah, it's cheese dust. Isn't that a thing to put on chicken? For a while, that I saw recipes where people were just grinding up Doritos.
Yeah, which I can see being okay because it's really just breading. I mean, what was the difference? It's no different than like a panko or something with flavoring.
Yeah.
So I think it's fine.
I grew up eating a lot of like Sprite cakes, so using like junk food in recipes is nothing new to me.
Yeah, we used to do that too.
The one southern thing I could never stand, and I know people will defend it up and down, but it's just adding sugar to something to make it taste better. Was people would take meatballs and put it in jelly.
I had an ex that would do that too. It was just meatballs with a 50-50 mix of barbecue sauce and like grape jelly.
Yeah.
And it actually tastes pretty good.
Of course it did.
But you're talking about putting Sprite in cake.
Sugar. I'm saying, yeah, I didn't agree to it. I'm just something I grew up with. It's just something that happened. No, that was the thing in the South where they would just take meatballs, barbecue sauce, and grape jelly, mix it all together. It was basically a way of putting more sugar on your food. It was really all it was.
Yeah, I used to have an ex that had a thing for doing that too. That was her secret recipe.
It's not very secret.
I was like, it's kind of.
It's just no. Like if your culinary genius is to put sugar on everything, you're not a genius. Just realize people like sugar, and that's a lot of Southern cooking. It is. Like last time I made cornbread, you know why cornbread tastes good?
It's covered in sugar.
It's got a lot of sugar.
Oh yeah, it's like it's not just sugared. It has like a glaze of sugar on it. It's
cornbread.
It's cake.
Yeah,
it's corn cake.
That you put them.
Which is Southern cooking.
Yes.
And they're like, let's make mashed potatoes, but use the sweeter potato and cover it in marshmallows.
Side dish.
Yes, I don't care what you call it, but you can't can't say cornbread's not cake then. Cornbread is bread then. It's not cake.
It is. It is not cake. It's just
but if you have
too.
If you had sweet potato casserole with cornbread,
yeah,
it feels like that should go next to like
honey glazed ham.
Yeah, okay, so honey glazed ham with some whipped cream on top.
No, that's getting into Adam territory.
It's like, what are you gonna do? Like, it's like you're gonna go through the ice cream bar and then do some sprinkles and M&Ms on with it. And, ooh,
honey glazed ham, sweet potato casserole with a side of cornbread.
If you were to take sweet potato casserole,
Southern,
and then put sprinkles on there,
no,
why not?
Because it's a side dish.
You wouldn't even taste it. No, I'm saying you can't put sprinkles on it.
It's a side dish.
It can still be a side dish. It's just with sprinkles.
Sprinkles are
the rainbow sprinkles.
Yeah, of course the rainbow sprinkles. Of course the rainbow sprinkles. No, that's the long forever fight of that sweet potato casserole is indeed a side dish. Make it every Friendsgiving, and I will continue to do so. Though I am kind of curious what the standard Thanksgiving dinner is in this part of the country, because every year I've had Thanksgiving here, I've been the one cooking it. So I bring my Thanksgiving, which I'm fine with. I just don't know what the side dishes are here traditionally.
Or at least for my family, not. We would normally do like just standard stovetop stuffing, and like my mom will boil some carrots.
Carrots.
There's always corn. We usually do the harvest potatoes. I think we did that this year with the cheesy potatoes.
Oh, okay.
With the Kellogg stuff on top. Those are good. Yeah. I like those ones. So, I mean, other than that, like, we just don't do sweet potato casserole or anything like that. Like, that's definitely not something we do.
I should definitely do cornbread next one.
Oh, yeah, you should try homemade stove. It's not homemade stovetop. It's homemade stuffing. Stovetop is the brand.
Yes. I've made homemade stuffing every year. We've done the Friendsgiving thing. I try to cook it inside the turkey, if that is an option, but I think the turkey was not made by me this year, if I recollect. I made ham. I had to cook it without, but
okay, a little too much.
I like cooking the big Friendsgiving meal. It is a process, and I have to, like, some things have cooked days before we actually get around to eating them. Last year the food was a little cold, so I have to do better about heating it up next year. Get it in the oven a little sooner for reheating.
Well, I wish we had a split oven. If we ever replace the oven, I want to get one that does the where you have two parts. So that you can have two things cooked at two different temperatures.
I don't know that it's necessary. I just have to plan.
Well, because there's not many, other than maybe with the turkey, we really never need a big oven. Having a split would give you two different temperatures, better equalization of temperatures.
Pizza.
You make it in both.
Turkey.
The turkey's the only thing I can think of. We got a microwave, so.
And put the turkey in the microwave. No, I like that oven. It's I could have planned it better. I realized that I was a little upset. I can talk about it now, but I was kind of upset that the food was still cold. But fixing it would have taken a lot more time than I had. And people seemed okay.
Yeah, well, it's a bunch of food, and I know there's work involved with it. Most people are just going to be like, whatever.
I just needed to get it in sooner. I thought an hour was enough time to heat up all that food, but then I realized there's a lot of food here, and it took a while to heat it all up.
You can get an oven to 450, but the moment you put 4 enormous things in there at refrigerator temperatures, that temperature's dropping instantly.
I'm just glad it was warm.
I do want to get a replacement for our air fryer that's more like the French door style, that has like it's basically a toaster oven, but that does air frying.
No, that's all an air fryer is. It's just a small toaster oven.
But it has, with the convection current, it has the
toaster ovens have those. I have one in storage.
No, it looks like trash. I'm not putting on that on the counter.
It's not that you want a fancy one.
No, I don't want a fancy one. I just want one that didn't look like you never cleaned it in your entire life.
I cleaned it lots. They're hard to clean. They're hard to clean. They don't self-cleaning.
Because you don't do it often.
I did it plenty.
Mm-hmm. No, it looks really, really rough. Anything I'm going to put on the counter, I want to have looking like well take care of it. It takes me forever to clean something sometimes, just to make it so that it doesn't get like worn out to crap. And like cleaning the pressure cooker can be a process
sometimes.
Like when it like boiled over and then you left all the goop at the bottom of it that all got baked into that, and then it like stopped working because you left soup in the bottom of it.
I was unaware of this.
Yeah, I had to go and tear the entire part of the thing over.
Get upset at me if I didn't know it would happen.
No, you were there.
I don't remember the goop. I don't remember that it fell into the bottom anyway.
Sometimes things need a deep clean, or often need a deep clean.
Who killed Jelly? I don't know. You're Jelly. You have to ask.
She's gonna close their eyes.
And they expect you to do the cooking. Cooking, like, they show in those shows all the time. Like, everybody frantically trying to cook a big Thanksgiving meal, and they act like it's this big, overwhelming task. But it's not. You just have to plan everything properly, and it can be quite easy.
You know,
one person can do it.
The dinner thing is one thing, but in a similar fashion, actually, the one that does bug me is when somebody asks to help you move.
Yeah,
and then you get there and nothing's packed.
I told you the one.
Yeah, I know you had it happen. I know many people that have had that happen, and if you ask somebody to help you move, if you are not going to pre-pack, let them know that before they get there. The assumption is everything is packed and you're just helping the physical labor. You shouldn't need to help, or you should need help getting things into boxes. That is a one person, or maybe a long time consuming thing, but it is a one person job. Lifting heavy boxes around, that's different.
Yeah. It is nice to have extra people to make that task go faster.
Or if you're like in an apartment, you usually have like one day to get everything done. Mm-hmm. So it's time constrained too. We're having bodies help, but you should have had weeks ahead of time to get stuff in boxes.
No, the one time I was asked and that happened, and it wasn't only that it wasn't already packed up. The house was a mess and nothing had been there was no attempt even made. It was, yeah, we basically told them, okay, we will help you with the big stuff. Then you're on your own. Yeah,
and it should never be expected unless they let you know ahead of time that that's what their expectations are.
Yeah.
But yeah, I always try to do it like, okay, these are all the plans for this is what we're gonna do at this time, and usually we're always ahead of schedule because people just cruise through things. But yeah,
then you buy pizza for everyone.
But there are certain things like I think when we moved, I still had a TV in the wall because I needed multiple people to do it. And if I got it off the wall, I had nowhere to put it. So that one was different. But yeah. And I think even last time we ran into problems and we had to get a little bit of help packing some stuff up because we just didn't have the time after weeks of prepping. Moving just sucks.
Yeah, no, my bosses are talking about moving our art building to a different building in July. And I'm not looking forward to that. It's a little closer to here, so that's not a problem. But the task of moving, and we're a business, we're doing other stuff, there's other things that need done, and now they're gonna have us move on top of that just because they don't want to pay a slightly higher, because the rent's going up, you know. They want to move. I'm really not looking forward to that. I didn't get hired onto a moving company, but I know they're gonna expect me to help move.
Well, just I would not put anything more than your 40 in.
No, it's gonna be my normal work hours. Still.
Yeah, but then things are gonna fall behind. So yeah, how are they gonna pay for that?
They're just gonna expect me to get it done.
Well, you just work the 40 until they get you help.
Yeah, no, I told the one guy kind of off a little bit when he said, "Why didn't you stay late?"
No, that's not how that works.
No.
You can go somewhere else, get a job, work for you a week, and be fine. So don't force it.
I'm already complaining about my pay on a regular basis. You're not going to have me stay late on the same amount of pay.
Yeah.
No. I have a life. I'm like, well, they don't. I do. What is this? This is me helping you. I'm helping. I'm providing conversation. And I'm saying more mares in your videos, more derpies, eating muffins, mooching, wearing socks, hoodies, drinking juice boxes, going down the list of things that need to be done. Time is ponies. Cheese, it's Dash. She's got cheese. It's in her eyes, Dash. When the moon hits your eye like a big cheese, it's Dash. That's a pony.
I got to the point if someone asked me to help them move because I had a pickup truck, I would say, I don't pack. I pay for gas up front and I get paid for the whole piece on a pack of Cokes. All right, see you later, Flutter.
Night. Remember, I think I've mentioned it before, but in college, that was all I ate was pizzas from Kroger's, $5 for a large, and they were good pizzas. And then I would just have a 2 liter of room temperature Mountain Dew that I would just drink throughout the day. Like my first semester in college. My second semester was me broke as heck, just trying to find anything to eat at all. I had some money saved up going in, not so much throughout the whole thing of it.
Yeah, I feel like if you go to college and you're having to work the entire time, if you're at a dorm in a college, if you're having to work the whole time, you're losing the ability to make connections, to
make connections at work.
Most of the time the work you're doing is not actually related to the field that you're in. So like if you're just working at like the Home Depot, so that you can make some extra cash, you're not making any connections on like doing your engineering degree, and then you're burning out, and so learning is at less value. So the best thing is to just focus on it. But then for the vast majority of people, that's like impossible because everything's so expensive now.
Yeah, the school I was going to didn't have dorms, so I was having to keep an apartment near the school, which meant I had to keep a pretty steady job. It was rough. Because even after all that, I didn't have food half the time. want to hug that horse. Oh, it's got little kitty legs. Give her scritches. I bet you like scritches on like her ring scritches. You need connections to land like a good job, yes. But that's nothing new. It's not about what you know, it's who you know is kind of one of those sayings that have been around since before I was born. It's just one of the harsher truths in life.
It's more of like connections will land you a good job and will help you a lot, but it takes time to build those connections, and most people aren't going to be going out of college and boom, have everything right away. It's going to some of those jobs, making those connections, getting to know people, making friends, and then if those people leave and start going out, they might have opportunities to pop up for you. That worked out for me.
Well, that's the whole thing with like trying to get your kids into a really good like upper end school where a lot of like wealthier people send their kids. It isn't because they're going to get a better education. It's because the friends they're going to make are going to have connections when they get older.
No, it's because they're rich and they have the money to send them to that prestigious
I'm saying
school.
like if the person doesn't, they still want to try to get their kid in, and they're like working 2 jobs to keep them there.
They're doing it because it's prestigious. Yeah. The name is what sells. There's no more connections you're going to get at Yale or Stanford compared to anywhere else.
No, because if you make friends with kids with parents in like higher positions, and you're like, hey, your dad, blah blah blah, can I talk to him? And then it's like, boom, you got the better job.
Boom.
It's all about connections. Really is.
Yeah, and that's why you can get a good job at Lego, because they make lots of connections.
They do. It's true. I like to work at Lego. I'd be awful at it.
I don't know, like they call that there's a name for them, the guys that design how to build things. Yeah. That's got to be technical as hell, but I think now they probably have software that they can put in a 3D model and it will output the recommendation of a base Lego model to make it fit that mold.
I've seen the Lego factory floor and nearly everything is automated.
Like, well, the creation of the materials, sure, but I'm talking about like designing.
Yeah. But like you're saying, that's probably just going to be machines doing that.
Yeah, you have an AutoCAD plugin that just says, based on these dimensions, what can I do to approximate? Then somebody else goes in there and cleans it up. I can't see any reason why they wouldn't. Yeah, there's crazier software that does even cooler things, and that's a company with big money.
They do got the big monies. Big derps. Sniff.
Okay, so these are hoof here, and then kind of just goes right down. We're just gonna add a little bit of extra physics to this. Have it go.
That did remind me of a pony episode, though. Like the cruise ship episode. You remember that one?
Yeah.
The airship where all the mothers are trying to get the young foals to play with Flurry Heart. Look, they're becoming friends. Like big stupid smiles on their faces, and Cadence is completely wise to what they're trying to do. Oh. That show was very real sometimes, especially in some of the later seasons. I loved that episode. name of it?
Aquajack kick dash out of bed for cheese it crumbs. I don't know. Maybe they roll in it.
It's just they have fun. And they just cover the bed in Cheez-Its. They jump in.
I'm happy with the throw.
It's the episode where Twilight's on a cruise, but essentially it's a princess Comic-Con sort of thing. But Cadence is on there with Flurry Heart, but then all the other cruise goers with their foals are like trying to get
but they're like forcing the kids into those positions, and that doesn't happen.
Like, oh, they're being friends. Like, our foals are friends now, so we can be friends.
Wow, she throws it.
Whip it.
We should have just unlocked it.
It wasn't Pony point of view. It was like I would hold on. Now it's gonna bother me. Giz actually said the name of this episode not too long ago. He's up on it better than I am. The word airship, I'm pretty sure, was in the. I'm an adult. Fast. I think it was season 9. So.
This is gonna be a more
So
interesting
the
one.
episode named Granny's Gone Wild. Once Upon a Zeppelin. That's what it was.
Zeppelins.
Season 7. Yeah, the Legendary got it before I did. Talking about Twilight Blimple. Hello, Giz. You out-ponied me. I feel ruined. I think it was one of the few times they actually show Zeppelins in the main series. Because they had them all over the movie, but not so much in the main series. But it was cool that Zeppelins were a thing in Pony World. I did like that. I've always kind of enjoyed that Final Fantasy vibe. Fantasy type worlds. Which Pony very much was in that realm. Very much the Final Fantasy VI, Final Fantasy IX type environment. Which is why I think Final Fantasy VI being turned into a pony game works so well. What? We were just talking about like how foals were trying to, or parents were trying to get their foals to play with Flurry Heart so they could gain that connection. So I have to imagine being friends with a princess would lead to some pretty good things in your life.
No. Do you think it was because they wanted good things in their life, or so they can brag to their friends about it?
Could be both.
I'm pretty sure for the most part it's for the purpose of saying, guess who I got to hang out with today? I'm like, yeah. Ooh, and they just want to be the talk or whatever.
And they're not thinking big enough. They gotta be thinking like
they're trying to actually pass climate change bills, and they just are using their kids as an in between. This is Spy X Family. That's what it's going on.
Mm-hmm. No, like if they could get their kids to become legitimate friends with Flurry Heart, that would probably lead to some big things in their kid's life. You know, Jesus so fast.
This one's. You bust.
I just want to see her slowly go through that whole bag of Cheez-Its, and then the end is just like not the whole bag, but the whole pile of Cheez-Its, and then she's just comatose on the couch after. Make some good cheeses eaten.
It just like screen goes black for like 1 second, just comes back to like twitching, and then goes black for another second. It's back to her on the couch eating cheeses.
Just slowly dragging another bag of cheeses towards her.
Well, I thought about having like the Cheez-Its logo in the background or something, like dancing or doing something stupid, but
that would be crazy.
She got plenty of Cheez-Its.
She do. I just kind of felt bad for Twilight. Like, I think that whole episode was basically just kind of a VA's experience at a con. And I did feel bad for Twilight, mostly because she thought she was going there for a different reason. Realized it was just she was the celebrity on board.
I feel like they were really at some point kind of just poking at bronies.
Oh, certainly. They poked at him hardest in Centaur World.
Oh, yeah. Well, to a degree, because it wasn't technically a brony show, but it was about as close to one as you could get.
Yeah. I had too much fine print, you know. Like, you get a free cruise. Great. I'll bring my family. You have to work on this cruise. Ah, crap. And it was one of the few episodes where her parents were like really involved in the episode, and the entire time it was like, hey, let's hang out. She's like, I can't. It was sad. Because she was going to outlive her parents like crazy. Gotta spend time with them.
Okay. So it's not going to actually stay in her hoof. I just needed to have it be in her hoof for the grab.
I always think about stuff like that with characters who live forever. Like in the show, Twilight loved her parents. She loved her brother.
I made a whole video about this, man.
Yeah, I know. But what happens like several thousand years later? Does she even really remember them? Does she care anymore?
Remember me?
Oh, yeah.
That's essentially, that is one side of things. Mm-hmm. But Celestia had shown that she remembered things thousands of years later and remembered tons and tons of things. So I would assume that Twilight would be the same.
I'm saying she would remember them, but would the emotional connection still be there?
I don't know about that, but my concern is if they have biological brains with neurons and whatever, there is no way Celestia could remember everything.
She'd probably remember the big events just because she would remind
but even then there's only so many in 1,000 years that you can remember.
Like, I don't remember the Second World War because I wasn't born, but because somebody wrote it down, I know of
yeah
it.
But at that point you're reading it from a third person perspective.
Yeah.
So would that be you, which is what Me was. Me is a character from Doctor Who that lived forever but had a human brain, so she couldn't remember everything about who she ever was. She would write it down, and she would every now and then pick up a book to read it, and it would feel like she was reading a book written by somebody else because nothing in there she remembered ever writing.
I get that, but I always found that she forgot her name a little hard to believe.
No, she didn't forget her name. She just said over time she had so many different names that because
think you would remember the name you were given at birth because you would use it regularly.
No, because you don't want people knowing that you live forever.
Yeah,
that's probably not going to go over well. So she said she had to keep becoming new people.
You remember her name?
I believe Shielder.
Yes.
So
see, you remember.
See, yeah, I did. But yeah, she changed it to Me because it was the only name that made sense. Because she's been so many different people. The only one she remembers is Me.
Yeah,
is herself. Me. It was an interesting character, and I love when they take on those hard topics like that of like, well, this person can live forever, but now there's other limitations. They did that with Jack Harkness and stuff. They take one fantastical thing, make it a possibility, and then all the other ramifications around it that would work.
I sense that Jack ever really forgot who he was, though. No, he eventually became the face of Bo.
Jack never really forgot who he was. but he also was outside of time.
Yeah.
So he was a little different.
Suppose.
What's up, gamers?
Hello, Adam.
Hello.
Actually, I need to catch back up with that series, but that's like so many other things. I just need to quit my job.
It's there's my problem with Doctor Who is if you didn't like restart watching back in 2005.
I think it was 2009.
That was 2005.
That's definitely not right. For the 14th season. Well, probably the top one.
2006.
Okay,
so yeah,
2006.
yeah. So when that, if you haven't been watching since then, you're now in the same situation as probably those that were at that moment trying to think of, do I want to rewatch all the old ones? Now they had 20 years of content again.
I never bothered to rewatch the old ones. They didn't look.
I never did either. But still, you would ask that question like, well, okay, if I like this series, is it worth me putting the time into investing in something like this?
Given that the very first few seasons of the original series are missing, or rather episodes are missing, and nobody will probably ever find them. Kind of.
Yeah, but you can find the information, and I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to recreate it or something.
Maybe. It is sad that they lost episodes, but they just didn't think it was going to be popular, I guess. Enough to hold on to the films.
Well, if they also didn't, if they didn't put it on film, but if it was on television, it probably wasn't. If it's on film, there's reels somewhere.
No, they would record over the films to save money. They would would reuse the film, so it's just gone. That's the fun thing about film is you can just record over it. It's weird to think about it. Yeah. You ever had a VHS player, you know? True. That kind of makes me wonder how film works exactly. If you can just copy over it. Of course you can. I mean, we're from the generation that had VHS players, so we would re-record over stuff by accident and upset the whole family.
You can probably, there might be a chemical bath you can do that could redarken it or reapply certain things, but I would think that you'd have to do that multiple times. And
no, we've re-recorded on film. Like, you have a VHS player, you recorded over stuff.
That's not film.
That's film.
No, that's tape.
It's the same thing. Same process. Same. Yeah.
No, film is actual slides of images, photograph.
You ever pull the tape out of a cassette? The pictures are on there. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Absolutely. I want a VHS tape. This is certainly a VHS tape. Do film close up. VHS tape film. That's a mess.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, but
it's a big black magnetic tape. They are magnetic.
No, the magnetic tape is for the audio.
No, it's for everything.
I'm pretty sure if you held it to a light, it's just
it's not.
But it was. But they definitely re-recorded over the films for Doctor Who. That's
the reason that when you fast forward and stuff that it has the distortion is because it's having difficulty reading magnetic tape. If it was an image, why would they have the frizzing bits? It would be an image. Because no. I will fight you to the death on that one.
Right, maybe that does.
No, it's all magnetic tape.
That makes more sense, yeah.
Yeah, that's we still use magnetic tape storage nowadays because of just how dense of storage it is. You can get something like this size, actually I think half that size, that holds like 160 terabytes in tape format.
I'm thinking of film. Yes, you're right.
Yeah. Well, that's what you were. But you were saying this was film. It is not film. Having all that kind of tape ran over those read heads or whatever, those images get distorted to hell. No, you're very wrong.
Well, I have admitted.
Hey, look, it's my basement.
Yeah.
Not VHS tapes though. But
DVDs.
yeah. So let's see if they would. Yeah, you go Google it so you can see your wrongness.
I believe you, so I'm no longer wrong.
Okay. I just like hearing it.
This is how we learn.
But like you were waiting for me to go, well, okay, and I'm like, no.
but it is. They did re-record over the originals, so maybe they were using like VHS recorders or something for the original Doctor Who. I have no idea.
If you can record on tape, and a lot of televisions, because it was cheaper, would record to tape.
Yeah.
And the problem with recording to tape was in the future, you can't enhance it. What do you have on tape is what it is. But with film, with more enhanced techniques, film was so fine on there that they could take movies recorded in the 50s and 60s, pull the color out of it because the information is there. So like black and white films could become colorized, not by false color, but using that real data. And then they don't have to upscale. The information's there. No, film is fantastic because it allowed people in the future to make close to HD versions of some of the original. That's one of the reasons that Deep Space Nine was interesting, was because the whole thing was recorded on film. So the remasters are gorgeous.
Yeah.
But all the 3D portions were on tape. So none of those could be scaled. So unless they recreate it, they go to the 3D portions and they're trash. And then they go back to the really good film. It's an interesting thing.
Right.
No, it's but yeah, film was more expensive. Tape was dirt cheap
and reusable, which was the death of
and to a degree reusable, but better reusable. But then what you get is what you get. But tapes, I think, have a 30-year like half-life where they start degrading pretty good.
Cassettes degrade so much quicker than that. So
apparently, CDs and DVDs degrade faster because of disc rot. I was looking this up.
I know
like Blu-rays, I think, are like 20 years or something. So some of the oldest Blu-rays that were created are actually going to be starting into the period of you might want to recover, like back them up.
I know Laserdisc, the reason there's very few Laserdiscs anymore is because what they were using to make those was so bad they only lasted a few years before they started falling apart. Well,
Laserdiscs had problems of they were so dense you couldn't scratch them, you couldn't touch them, so you had to have them in the big thing. The reason the Laserdiscs made sense though was because it was either invent a new technology or try to reuse a technology that existed like vinyl for mass production. So it was the correct direction at first, but then it didn't take very long before VHS just blew up and became viable before they even finished doing Laserdisc stuff.
Yeah.
And so by the time Laserdisc actually popped up and those type of things popped up, there was plenty of things that already had moved on from that were significantly cheaper and easier. So, and people care. VHS was so dirt cheap when it came out compared to everything else that Laserdisc quality, nobody cared about quality.
They would have gone with Betamax if they cared about quality.
No, yeah, they wanted what worked.
They want one.
It was a new functionality. Now we're used to having that functionality, so we're looking for something different. To them, just having it at home was what they wanted. They didn't care if it was crap, because to them that wasn't crap. It was actually good.
People wanted whatever format the porn was getting put on, and that was VHS.
Mm-hmm.
Betamax should have known better. It was the better format. And it was smaller tapes too. From a technological standpoint, Betamax should have beat VHS, but yeah.
Okay, so Michael, if I take Rainbow and CHEEZ bag and I say paste, move this a little bit over. Okay, a little bit more. Okay, there.
Tease it, she's getting cheese it. Yeah. Just half waiting for it to explode.
Yes. So I'm probably gonna have. I really do not want to blend these. I'd rather have her come to a complete stop. And there we go. Yeah. So now this is, at least how I have it right now, it is a completely lossless loop. I still have a lot of cleanup I need to do for her, but she'll nom 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 for a bit. I might space it out a little bit on this because she's really getting into those cheeses.
She wants to use those cheeses. Had a lot of cheeses to get through.
But then there's a bit of a gap on the bit here, so I'll have to fix that. But yeah, then she gets the bag and she's like, oh no, the bag.
Oh no, the bag went back into her roof too quickly.
So that'll work. Okay. So I wanted to make sure.
But there's one problem I saw. When after she throws the one bag behind the couch, the other bag appears in her hoof before it should.
Yeah, I know. For now it will, because I have to unlock it from her hoof, but I'm still doing things that require it being locked. That's super easy to fix.
Okay.
It reappears because I wanted to make sure that when she's grabbing the bag that it was in the right position for where she's going. So I locked it to where it was going, and then I'm going to figure out where I need to place it so that it's in the right position when she goes to grab it. But yeah, I'll get that fixed in a sec. So actually I probably should now because I need to make her hoof do the thing. So so when she goes, she throws the bag. And then okay, so now it'd be like this. And I would actually like her to like rummage a little bit, but I think I'm just gonna go with it as it is. Otherwise, it's just gonna be too much. When she goes to grab, though, I'm gonna like smooth this out a little bit. It seems like she kind of just very quickly starts moving.
Yeah, the sad thing is about the Laserdisc ultimately is that very little Laserdiscs have survived. There weren't very many to begin with, but they were just so crappily made. A trash format.
It was a stepping stone, and it made sense why it began to exist. It just didn't make any sense to continue it existing. When people are trying to come up with the new medium, a bunch of like Firewire. Like that existed to try to make a universal format. It was just one of those things that died off in favor of USB, where, it's everybody's trying to make the standard, and then one wins, and all the rest go away. I appreciate that it's a standardization, so we're not having to pick. Do you remember when Blu-ray HD DVDs were going back and forth? Blu-ray ended up winning, but HD DVD actually lasted a long time. Like every time I go to the thrift store, I swear there's at least one or two HD DVDs that I'm sorry for some random person buying them thinking they're a Blu-ray. I
don't know that either of them ever truly won. Digital was kind of replaced both of them at this point.
Blu-rays?
I think people want the digital copies more.
Yeah, but Blu-rays were like 2005.
Yeah.
So they were around for decades. They're still
around.
They're still around, and
only one place
stores have been selling them less, but because of how streaming has changed,
then
gotten expensive, people are starting to look at Blu-rays again.
It's just Walmart though. That's it.
Yeah, but no, you go online.
Yeah.
But also brand new.
Somebody has to buy them new.
No, if you want to, yeah, but like a Blu-ray brand new is like 20 something bucks. Somebody is interested enough in it to buy it, but I can go to Half Price Books and find almost every Blu-ray that's ever existed at some point and find it for less than $10. And that's somebody just selling it back to them.
Remember what they tried to brand the
Thrift works, but that's hit or miss.
remember what they tried to brand the digital format, but it didn't stick. Ultraviolet.
Or the digital one.
Yeah.
No, Ultraviolet stuck around
It was just the digital
until
format. It was just what they call it.
Yeah, it shuts down.
This year.
Oh no, that's 2019.
No.
I thought it actually shut down more recently. Yeah, it shut down. The amount of times I open up a DVD, it's like, you can get this copy on Ultraviolet. By it shutting down, it means that anybody that ever has a copy of that movie on there is gone.
Yes.
This is why owning things on digital, you never own it. If you buy a movie on YouTube, you do not own that movie. You just own the right to watch it while that platform exists. Or if they decide to take away the rights, or the holder decides to take away the rights, then you just lose access. That's why the only way to guarantee is to buy the movie.
I did buy one movie relatively recently, brand new, from Walmart because
Twice.
Not twice.
You bought 2 movies.
I bought Oppenheimer. And what was the other one? I think we watched it. I don't remember what it was. I'm drawing a complete blank. I remember Oppenheimer and that we haven't watched it yet.
Had a cat.
Had a cat?
I wish you knew the answer.
I bought it.
Yeah.
Wasn't
You're such a
Captain
pussy.
Marvel? Huh?
You're such a pussy.
Why? I legit don't remember.
I've given you 2 clues.
Oh, that's a clue. I thought you were just being mean.
I've given you 2 clues.
Yeah. What's the third?
If you can't figure this out, I'm going to give you the boot.
Okay. Wait, that's a clue. You're just being mean.
This is the last clue.
Okay. Wait, that was the last clue.
I literally have said the whole title.
Clue? I don't remember buying Clue.
It's Puss in Boots' Last Wish.
Oh! Did that make sense?
Oh my God. Sunset got it before you did.
I did buy Puss in Boots. We wanted to watch together.
Watch the Wendover video? Yes, I love Wendover.
You can tell that movie left a deep impression in me.
Thank you for the follow, Thunder. It was a great movie. It was a really good movie.
I remember
the cinematography and the fight scenes are great. It was funny. It's the last clue. Okay. Wait, what?
That was the clue. I thought he was just being mean.
No, if thrifting is awesome because if you can find the right thrift stores, most thrift stores on the high end will sell a DVD for like $3 and a Blu-ray for $4. On the low end, like I go across the street on Sundays Sunday morning when they open because they switch over their colors on their sales, so everything of a new color is now half off. And I go there on Sunday morning right when they open so that I can check through all the DVDs and movies, and they're $1. And their selection there is not great, but for $1, I can walk out of there with 10 movies for the same price of going to Half Price Books' clearance section, and where I would get 3 movies, not even. So, or 10 at Half Price Books, I would get 30 at this other one. So I use the $1 ones for just getting the movies that maybe I don't consider to be amazing movies, but decent movies, or ones that I think would just be nice having in the collection. For $1, I'll do that.
You know, this whole franchise is going to collapse before 2 years pass Legendary, so that'll never get brought up again. What just happened? Two of the waste bins of history.
Now, I know with how Blu-rays are, I keep all the Blu-rays because I like having them on the wall. It's something from a kid that I always wanted, was a big wall full of movies and DVDs. And so I have that now. But they're going to degrade over time and not work. But I burned them all to a server, so I never really planned to use them as that. But if there's something different about, like, yeah, you could download movies, but if I download it, it's not the same as like buying a copy and going through the process of putting it on there myself. I really like that.
Need more CHEEZ. Or let's rush.
This one. You're gonna have to wait till he gets back. So do a little bit of that, a level. Choose button. Oh, you even responded later. Oh, the whole thing with Wendover. I've known a lot of that stuff about Laserdisc before, but I love the way Wendover goes into detail about stuff. He put out a new one, I think, today. I haven't watched it yet.
Woo. I don't remember Puss in Boots being really good, but everybody
He had a ghost fact.
had a ghost fact.
Ghost fact request.
I had a second ghost fact in one day. Ghosts are your friends. All of them. You don't have to be afraid of ghosts. So stop it. It's really making them self-conscious. You being afraid of ghosts is giving them body issues. And they don't even have bodies. So correct that. Be better to your ghost friends. And that's your ghost fact. No, that's demon. That's different. Ghost is like your great grandma is just kind of hanging around, watching everything you do. So you know,
Can't wait to see them again in Arizona in 2 years. We'll see. Knightley's been having a lot of busyness in his life, and so I haven't been pushing or something. I removed any schedules on that stuff beginning of the year. He did come back to me a month or so ago and was talking about some potential free time coming up, but
we're gonna see
he works very he works very random schedule, so he's all over the place. So I whatever kind of works, but because of changes to Patreon and YouTube not putting out as much stuff, if you were to put things out at the same rate, I don't even know if I'd be able to keep up paying him anyway. So I'm just making a buffer instead.
I'm gonna feed Rainbow Dash her Cheez-It supply.
Yeah, so I think
Chad, he can't even pay me no more for being here.
you pay me to be here.
Don't say it like that. It sounds sad. It's like you're only here because you pay up.
So she's chewing and stuff, but like, oh yeah, like I don't have any of the bits done with her eyebrows, so I'm gonna have to add that in here. I have to actually transition this because right now it's just boom. That shouldn't be too bad. I have to add in all of her facial stuff here. She closes her eyes and does the little squint, but that's basically it. There's no other facial stuff.
I kind of like the blank stare.
No, it's like there's no I want to do a little bit of a twisting of the mouth. Her eyebrows are not doing anything. More It's just adding little details, little small squints that open and close. Your eyes won't be locked in place the whole time.
When are you gonna put the socks on? Or back?
Oh, he's going to do it with his mouth.
You were saying you need more Patreon.
No, I don't.
I feel like
Patreon's fine.
that would help.
No, I'm not going into that.
Not what, putting socks on with his teeth.
Will we see him at Winnie? So I could not yell at him. Yeah, he should be at. He'll be at Winnie. He was at Ciderfest too, but he was planning to be at Winnie.
He better show up to Winnie.
All right, so I think that's all we're gonna get done today. But we actually got, for what it was, quite a bit done. I like how like look at, as soon as she gets her new Cheez-Its, her tail's like yes,
Which is so excited.
Did that not get blended or something? Yeah, that'll be locked anyway.
I have always liked the comics that always show Rainbow Dash's place, where it's just like a milk crate with a old television on top and a PlayStation 2. And it's just like, check out my setup. Pretty boss.
Okay, and I want to do one thing here. We're going to take Thunder Lane. He's not done yet, but is this the repeatable? Yeah.
So I definitely had that set up in my second semester in college in the studio apartment I was living in, where it was just my computer was on the floor, my television was on the floor, I had an old couch and my bed, and that was it.
I was in the dorms, so I just had no space. We had 2 people to a dorm that was probably a space half the size of this room. Well, yeah, maybe 2/3 the size of this room, but you had to fit 2 beds that were both on bunks, and we would always set it up where I think it was defaulted to being below.
Yeah.
But then we always moved the bed to the top, and then, oh no, you would have beds on top, and then you have a desk below, but it was intended like the room was split down the middle, where you one and one. But if you knew the person, or you got to know them, you usually end up moving the desks kind of like outside of that area and kind of fit it in. Move both your dressers to one side, and then move dressers on one side, put a TV up there, and then put like a futon in.
Yeah.
And so you have like a little bit of a chill space. That's what we did every time. And so you had like a little living room with the beds up top.
Yeah.
And and everybody's room was almost set up the exact same. I really like that.
No, I'm a strong advocate for dorms.
It's a good way to get to know people. I got to know my neighbors. I was there for weeks. Hadn't really got to know anybody, and so I'd never really done something like that. And suddenly I had public shower, or not public, but like private showers. We still had to go down the hall to go into the shower area, and there was nowhere to put clothes or whatever. So you basically would just kind of dress down and go down there. And I was with the cornerback for the football team, who go to bed at like 8 p.m., get up at like 3 a.m. to do their practice, whatever, and was always just weird. Didn't work out well. But one time, because he locked our door and lost his key like 5 times. We had to have the door record multiple times. And I left to go take a shower, and I didn't know he was even in town, and he came back, locked the door while I was in the shower. Mm-hmm. So then I'm like, I have to go get a separate key, but I'm only in shorts and it's the middle of winter. Yeah. So I had to go to my neighbor on the one side and walk in with like nothing but boxers on, and just like, hey, can I borrow a coat or something to go downstairs? Because it was cold, and also that's weird. Yeah. And they're like, oh, okay. Well, it was after that I got talking with them more, and then they became my friends for like a year and a half. Was it I wouldn't have gotten to know them otherwise.
Was it a bow lock on the door?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
No, they were hard, big, heavy bolt locks.
Because my mom taught me how to slip the other locks when I was like 10. My mom is a fun person.
No, those were very heavy, big bolt locks. But most people would, because you would open your door, then bolt lock it while it was open, just to make it so that it would shut, but not quite shut.
Yeah, yeah.
And when it was windy, those things would swing way open, and then they'd slam shut. And I'm surprised those locks never just snapped off. They were tough. But we had no air conditioning, so in the middle of summer, it would be like 105 in there. So everybody would be walking around with boxers and sweating. So like when my parents come to visit, I would actually put on clothes, but then everybody else in the hall, like we were in the male hall, but like across from us was the ladies' hall. They would sometimes just be walking around in their underwear too, and they just didn't, because it was just, nobody cared. It was so damn hot. But I still remember my parents came to visit the one time. They're like, it's really hot in here. And I'm like, yeah, you kind of get used to it, and you do. Except for I had clothes on, so it was a little bit warmer. But I remember my neighbor on the one side, he came walking in the room eating this giant tube of wasabi peas. Just
In the heat?
Yeah, in the heat, because it helps you sweat.
Yeah.
And so he's just literally tossing these things in, and my parents are in there. He walks around the corner, sweat dripping, eating wasabi peas in his boxers only. Walks around the corner, he goes, "Hey dude, what's up? I'll see you later." And he turned right back around and walked out the door. And
Saw your parents.
yeah, just literally this no period, same sentence. The parents are like, "Oh, okay."
Welcome to a college dorm.
Yeah, it was funny. We had so many good times in there. We made our local, what do you call it? Branch of the Are You Afraid of the Dark Club. We'd all watch it, and then I'll sit around the TV in a circle. It was fun.
No, that does sound fun. I'd want to do that now. Are You Afraid of the Dark was great.
We just made fun of how cheesy it was.
Oh, it was great cheesy.
Yeah, it was great cheesy, and that was back in the mid 2000s. No, well, so we got Thunderling here.
Sniff.
Here, let me get the.
He wants some Cheez-Its. Smells them.
Let me grab Starlight too. I need to keep those bookmarks over there. We're gonna rough do this because I'm not gonna care too much. There we go. Okay. So, this is what it'll kind of look like. There's no lights either. Okay. Just want to double check something. Okay. I'll have to go, I think. Random scream. I have to add 2 bits for him, so I'm gonna have to. This is gonna be him doing the normal bits. But then when he does the scream at the end, I want to have him doing something for that. But then I need to have him go like into a solo or something.
Yeah, did you ever listen to that one I sent you?
No. I still gotta do that.
Someday. You got other priorities.
But yeah, so it's good. It's good in there. Need to remove that. Okay. Gotta speak an old German or something. Okay. We are done.
No e-muffins.
No.
It was a lie. She ate them muffins.
No muffin.
Ate that muffins.
All right. Where are we going? Let's see. We got Taylor. Let me double check what Taylor doing though. They're doing their podcast in like 5 minutes, so that's. But last time they didn't really pay attention. So, unless anybody else has anywhere else to go to,
just type in pony, and the first thing that comes up, go to that.
No, because they're gonna get weird.
No, they might not.
No, some people do have weird channels, and I don't want to send people to some place I don't know what's going on.
Ponies are our friends. Trust the ponies.
It's like if somebody sent their fans here randomly, they would be like, "Wow, I made a mistake." So
No, the pony. Yes, the pony.
Heel Kaya?
No one says pony.
Is it just
says the pony.
somebody called Pony?
Pony.
I just came to you saying Pony. Heel Kaya.
Pony.
It's anime. I don't know what they're
that's
doing.
That's a cat girl in a brawl.
There's a puppy. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. What are they doing? Oh, it's gonna give me an ad. No, I don't. You're not getting free ads.
Destroy everything.
Yeah, let's see.
Close it all down.
Usually, if I put it in here, it'll let me play it. No, it won't. Really? Well, whatever. If that's fine, we'll send you guys there. Sure. I don't know what it's on. Nope, that works for me. As long as they're not doing booby things,
They're definitely
fine.
doing booby things.
And let's see here. We're gonna go there. Okay. I'm gonna miss Kitty, but at the same time,
miss Kitty. No, it's been Kitty for like ever.
I know. But
I'm gonna have to
there's a friend of retro switch. Ah, okay.
I'm pretty sure that cat's dead.
Thank you for the follow, Thunder 731. No, that's Maru.
I thought Maru died.
Oh yeah, probably. That GIF is like 20 years old. Unless that cat is like hooked up to life support.
You got that meme money.
Thank you for the cheers from Nolan, and thank you for moderating Sunset. I am considering streaming on Thursday to make up for the stream this Sunday. Not as much to make up for a day because I feel bad. It's more because I really just want to play the game, and I feel bad that I missed a day. So I can play it some more. And we have Jackbox this weekend. So it'd be a big gap otherwise. So otherwise, we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Add source if good. If good. I can't read. It's Maru. I remember finding the original at some point. She like immediately attacks afterwards too. Bye-bye.
She's in it, yeah.